And this is Gaming with a Side of Salt, episode 96. Jeez, 96 episodes already. Holy snap.
It's quite a few. It's quite
Yeah,
a few Fridays.
we are obviously late and gay, just a little bit. Not too
Obviously.
much, but just a little bit. Mainly because I had a thought, okay?
One,
So all week,
we've
I,
talked about
I
this, Theo.
me having thoughts?
Yes,
Oh yeah.
we've discussed what happens when these happen.
well, my thought wasn't that bad this time. Like civilization didn't end. There was nothing stolen. Nobody got.
Humanity wasn't doomed this time. All right,
Humanity
I
wasn't
guess.
doomed or anything like that. So I have been without my coffee all damn week, and I've hated it. I have been deprived of coffee because
Why?
I've been out of creamer and there's no milk and all this other stuff. And we all kept forgetting to pick up stuff when we were at the store, just getting what we needed to cook and things lately because we've been so busy and I've been working constantly.
Mm-hmm.
I finally picked up the stuff I need to make coffee today before we got home just a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it just dawned on me I could make a cup right now because I have free will. That's what I went and did. So I ran real quick to go do that at like 1 minute.
Money I would have paid to watch this. I would have paid money to watch Zio running to get coffee.
So
And
it's
he's trying to
currently
race back
brewing.
with this. Oh, it's brewing. Okay, you
It's
don't have it
brewing
yet.
right now. So I'm going to get up in like 5 or so
Oh,
minutes.
this is
to
an
go finish
explanation
it.
as to why there's going to be dead space for about 3 minutes because Zio's not
Listen.
actually going to run.
No, I'll run over there. It's just on the other side of this wall. Just go run into the kitchen, do some stuff. I might have to open the thing. That might slow me down because it's got one of those thingies on the top. You've got to like pick at it to rip it off. That
Week,
might
guys.
actually slow me down just a little bit.
We do this every week at the exact same time, and somehow.
Well, I forgot I had coffee now. Oh, and it's going to be a busy weekend because I've got to go to a wedding tomorrow.
Oh, wow,
the
those
kids
are.
have to go to their mothers on Sunday, so
Yeah. All right, you got stuff to do. Whatever.
But I did get a lemonade from Wendy's, so it all makes it better.
How is the lemonade at Wendy's?
It's pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, how hard can it be, really? It's lemons and water. Like, how do you screw that up?
I don't know. This is a pineapple mango lemonade, so it wasn't half bad. I didn't think I was going to like it, and then I decided to try it. I like it, so it is what it is. Anyway, the meme of the day. Oh, there's a checkpoint in the middle of nowhere. There's a checkpoint in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and that's super accurate. I was like, what does that mean? Oh.
Yeah. It's one of those things that, like, in my opinion, everything auto-saving makes the games way too easy. But also, when it auto-saves, it's like a telltale sign some shit is about to happen.
So the funny thing is that I don't always notice it because I'm always looking at something else. I don't always look in that corner. So yeah, there are times when, because the thing is that, like when you had to manually save and it kind of like gave you the, you can only save in specific places, you'd be like, oh, it's about to get real. So you would know, okay, let me check and make sure my stuff is all together. But with the autosave, you can miss that little note. Maybe you're looking to the side, maybe you're getting yourself a drink or something like that, and all of a sudden you're just running along because you were like, oh, there's this big swath, and you just have your joystick set to move forward, and you go over, reach for your cup, and all of a sudden you're like, why is the sand moving? I don't understand. Why is there a giant tail? No. It's just
I think when it comes to more modern titles, though, now it's like they autosave every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's not that big of a deal anymore.
Well, no, it's just there's a save point in the
middle. There was at one point
kind of
that checkpoints were a regularly kind of new thing, and it's just like you hit a checkpoint, either you're halfway through the stage or something big is about to happen. So
yeah.
But how's Meg been?
That was exactly how it was.
How's Meg been?
Well, Meg's just found out that apparently we're going to have a season of Death and Despair coming up
Oh,
for work, so I'm not exactly ecstatic about it.
death and despair.
Yeah, like um like 50-hour weeks, 60-hour weeks, and like not like a 60-hour week where you're just kind of like there's part of it where you're not doing something. No, it's because you have to be doing something. There is no thumb twiddling, there is no not working on a project, and you have to get all of these projects done, and it's just they overcommitted for no reason, and it's just we're all mad at them. Actually, we're all mad at the scientists in our department because they decided because I mean I it might be a little bit Lori, but okay, so the thing is that the SBIR
Hmm.
was discontinued. Well, it got it needs to be restarted every single time, kind of like funding of other things in the government.
Yeah.
And our company does a lot of R&D research, and we write to the government and everything. I don't know what they do, so if you guys want to you're like, oh, let's find out what Meg knows. I don't know nothing. They come
It's
back
like
and tell me like, oh, that project
kidnap
one, and I'm
Meg
like,
and
what
tie her up.
project? Who
Tell
are
us
you?
what you know.
I know absolutely nothing. I'm like, this line goes here. This should be this color. That's about as deep as it gets, you know. And yeah, so when SBIR wasn't refunded, well, it just it got restarted like I want to say 2 weeks ago, I want to say. And so they haven't had new proposals to write. They had other stuff to do. They had non-SBIR stuff to work on also. They've been busy. But, you know, SBIR started up and they decided to act like a man who had been wandering in the desert for 40 years and suddenly comes across an oasis. And the thing that's so stupid is that like we have another because the thing is it's funded all the way to like 2030 at this point, which is great because usually it would be like every year, every 2 years, we're all like biting our fingers and biting our fingernails and crossing our toes to see if it happens again. So anyway, so yeah, in approximately I want to say about maybe 30 days, we are gonna have to do about maybe 45 to 50 proposals which for me one figure takes about 8 hours because it's a 3D figure. It has to get all their ideas into it. One figure takes 8 hours. Do the math. That's not physically possible. There's just not enough time in this world to get all of this stuff done. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a little bit pissed. I'm in a bad mood.
Yeah.
This is me
Well,
explaining why there's going to be a lot of
make
salt
grants
over
for
there.
Meg
I hope
then.
you've got sugar going on over there because I am a salty, salty Meg.
Uh, I don't know. I mean, the plant's been doing us the same way since the start of the damn year, apparently. So
Oh, really?
yeah, it's. I mean, there's no shortage of work to be done. It's job security, but yeah, they've been running wide open, going, "We need this, that, and the other." And it's like, you ain't got enough people to handle that.
Yeah, that's the
It's like
thing.
we
I'm just like,
told you that if you ever opened up all these lines, especially that new one, and
mhm,
ran them full blast for any length of time, there's not enough people to handle the job.
yeah,
You need more drivers, more trucks.
mhm.
And that's exactly what they've been doing.
And it's just so frustrating because, yeah, we had the same thing with our, company where we've actually been losing a lot of people because for some reason, the higher ups decided um, that they don't like people who work remotely. Now, feel about that how you want to, but out here in California, where we don't have a lot of jobs that require you to like go touch things, uh, people will be like, "Oh, you don't offer that? Well, dude next door does. So peace, I'm out."
Mhm.
So yeah, being
Well, I mean,
flexible.
at least you got that. My turnover is so high because my people refuse to pay them more. So,
Oh, well, there's that
and the guys
too.
next door are paying them at the same rate for
Yeah.
a easier job. So,
Yeah, there is that too. There's just a dissatisfaction with some of the management choices and some of it's valid, some of it's not, but even if it's not valid, well, the people are still leaving and you need to figure out why. It's
yeah, you'd
so,
think that'd be somebody's top priority, but
it doesn't matter if it's unreasonable. They're still
it's like
leaving and you need them, so figure it out,
it's like
sir.
not that long ago they asked for like reasons why people left. What were their reasons? Can you write because they do those exit little interview thingies, right?
Mhm.
when somebody's like, we're leaving, it's like, well, can you fill this out real quick anyway? Just because you are.
Mhm.
And it's like 98% was, you don't pay me enough.
Yeah.
It just sort of like could handed that over, and it's like, for the same reason we keep telling you why.
Yeah.
Here you go. 98% said this. Haven't heard anything back from them.
It's so
That was like
silly.
4 weeks ago.
They're
It's
just
like,
like, "Huh,
and you wonder why
¿dónde
people
está mi
just
Carlos? Figured it
they
out."
show up, they do a thing, and oh my gosh, our our safety is ridiculous.
Whoops.
Had
Knocking
a
things
guy,
over.
hit his head, bump his head on a thing, and he
Mhm.
went and he got himself checked out. It was no biggie. Everything was fine. He bled a little bit. They,
As you do.
they super glued him back together, and it was all good. He was fine.
Again, as you do.
And the doctor said he was good to go in 2 days. Right.
Mhm.
Our safety. Our safety decided, no, 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 no. He can't come back in 2 days. He needs to take off a couple of weeks. Right? And it's like, why?
Yeah. Like,
Why
is
does he
that what he
need to
said,
be
or
up?
is that you just being like, "I feel
No,
like we just
safety
insert ourselves
decided that
here."
he needed to be he needed to stay off, and we had sent them all the stuff necessary stuff, and then in 2 weeks, we're like, all right, it's been 2 weeks, get back out there, and he's pissed off already because he's missed 2 weeks of work, and he's brand new on top of that,
Oh,
so he's
yeah.
getting doubly screwed over here. Comes back, right?
Mhm.
And then safety goes, hey, 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 why is this guy back on the road again? It's been 2 weeks. You said he could come back. No, no, we need paperwork saying that he's allowed to come back. From who? The
Yeah.
doctor. Who else? We sent you that. Well, we need it again. Okay, so we sent it, right?
Mhm.
And since it said he could come back in like 2 days, this is how safety decided to handle that. It's like, oh, well, he needs to go get a physical. He's been out too long. Wait, what? What do you
No,
mean
he
he's got to go
hasn't.
get a
That's
physical?
that's stupid.
Well, he's been out longer than when his note said he could come back. Therefore, he now needs to get a physical from these approved doctors
Oh my goodness.
and then send us that paperwork before he can drive again.
How absurd. Oh
And
my gosh, that would be
it's
so
like,
annoying.
he was only out because you said he had to be out. Are you fucking kidding me? Guys, what? Why would you say? Well, it's because he had a head injury.
Yeah.
That doesn't help anything of what's going on. What? So now guy can't go back out again the next day because
Oh
now
my
he's
gosh.
got to make an appointment with a doctor 2 days from then to go in so they can knock on his knee and see that his reflexes are fine. So they can then send it to.
Can you guys fire them? Because they sound like they're stupid. They
You know,
really
they're
do.
stupid because I won't say my company, but my company got bought up several years ago, okay? By
Mhm.
another larger company, okay? And
Oh,
they
okay, never mind.
shuttled our headquarters that used to be here in town
Mhm.
sometime near the end of last year. They stripped it down.
Mhm.
Okay, they took everybody who was there, fired them, stripped it down, moved them all to the city.
That's always cool.
Yeah. So their headquarters is now 6 hours away, 3 hours away,
Oh
four
my
hours away.
gosh.
It's a good distance away from us now. So where it
Mhm.
used to be just inside town here,
Mhm.
right? Our yeah, the headquarters that we would report to is about a good 4 or 5 hours away in a really big city now. Okay,
Okay.
so it's not the cities that are closest to us or anything. No, it's down. It's far away.
Mhm.
It's a lovely thing, which has made it really hard to replace anybody.
Yeah.
And everybody there don't know how to do fucking shit.
Yeah.
Not a single one of them knows how to do their damn job. Every time I have to, every time anyone has to call like breakdown or nothing, because it all used to be handled by our guys at our headquarters, and they knew a thing or two. You call old Mary at night, and she's the old lady who's by herself there to be servicing like 100, 200 drivers at any given moment at
Mhm.
night. She knew what she was doing. It's like, hey, I need you to set me up so I can get fuel. Okay, what's the number? Okay, yep, you're good to go. Go on. You call the other people. So what's your number? Okay, well, what's the trailer number? What's the trip number? We ain't got a trip. What do you mean you ain't got a trip? Well, I ain't got a trip. Well, you got to have a trip number. You can't be driving. You won't have a loaded trailer without a trip number. It's like, no, I don't. I'm in a day cab. That doesn't make sense. You got to have a trip number. If you ain't got a trip number, I can't set you up for the fuel car. Dude, it's a day cab and it's a local gig. We don't have that stuff. Well, you got to have it. You got to have it. It's like, you just want to reach through the phone and choke these people because they're so stupid. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're talking about half the time. If it's not in the book that they're flipping through, they're
Mhm.
useless. I mean, heck, I had to try to explain. Flat tires are the worst thing for me with them
Mhm.
because I'll call them up. Like I had to get two trailers fixed, okay, and it
Mhm.
had flats. The entire side was flat.
Mhm.
It's not one out of the eight or out of the four were flat. It was all four were dead. Okay, which
Okay.
means the trailer is leaning like this. Okay, because there's no tires pretty much over there. They all blew for whatever reason. They just all went out and they're all
They all
flat.
decided we're done.
They
We
were
don't
done
like it
with
anymore.
life. And it's like I had to call up recently, and this girl picks up,
Mhm.
and she's getting all the basic information, and she's hitting it real quick because I guess they get paid per call they finish or whatnot nowadays. I don't know how that works, but she's
Okay.
like, what's the number? What's the number? What's the issue? So I explained to her the issue. It's got four flat tires on the tandem right side, passenger side.
Mhm.
And she goes, okay, can you take it to the shop? No.
It's
Why
got 4
not?
flat.
It has four flat tires.
What do you mean, lady?
What do you mean why can't you take it to the shop? Well, can you at least get it to the TA? It looks like the TA is nearby. No, they're flat.
What is
All the
she
tires are flat.
what is she
Well,
on
why
about?
can't you get it to the shop? Every fucking tire is flat, you idiot.
What does she mean? I don't understand. Does
Okay,
she
we'll
think
get
you can
somebody
lift it?
out there soon. Click. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
I'm confused. I mean, clearly she is too, but I'm very confused.
No, that's the level of intelligence these people have.
Oh
Well, see,
gosh.
they also can track the trailers, which is something they've always been able to do, but it's a new concept for me because nobody ever really checked where the trailer location was with the tracker.
Mhm.
So, and she didn't actually ask for any of that information, so I didn't know
Mhm.
they needed that information. So I called back and got somebody out and saw, like, look, I just talked to somebody. She hung up on me before getting location information. And they're like, oh, we got a tracker on it. Oh, okay, no problem. But it's just the whole fact that all the tires are blown. Somebody has to come get it. It's not drivable.
That's it's pretty special.
Hmm.
Gotta say. It's pretty great.
And it gets worse.
Oh no.
It gets worse. But
30. What?
yeah, I hate how they've done things down there.
Yeah, it sounds very frustrating, honestly.
Oh yeah. But at least I don't have to crunch.
You don't have to what?
Crunch.
What does that mean?
Well, you have to crunch. Having all that extra work.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I may have to talk with idiots occasionally, get frustrated at them.
Yeah.
Uh, but it has actually led to a really hard. This has been the hardest it has ever been to get drivers in here too.
Yeah.
Like, not only is the turnover bad, but
Mhm.
because the city is so far away for a local gig,
Ouch. Mhm.
it's yeah. We got a driver coming in for orientation Monday. Where'd the driver go? Oh, he's supposed to be here Wednesday. So are we getting a guy or oh he never showed up? We got two more coming in next week. We got four more coming in next week. We got another guy coming next week. There's another one that's supposed to be coming in next week. We're supposed to have two coming in this week. That was the
Uh,
repeated thing I heard for like 6 weeks in a row before
that's
they
awesome.
finally got us somebody
Dang.
because they have to drive so far away
Yeah, I
for
understand.
orientation now instead of just right here in town. Uh,
Yeah.
anyway, where are we? It is 8:22, people.
Yes. Sorry,
Uh,
life happened and we were mad about it.
we
Now
had
we're
to
gonna
talk
talk
about
about fake
life.
things and be mad about those too.
Well, now this one's one of those let's take a look at new games that are coming up
Ooh.
sections. So, new game, The Godslayer, open world RPG, Eastern Steampunk, Metropolis, Celestials driven might or divine might, play as an Elemancer? An
Yeah.
Elemancer. So,
Well,
somebody who
it's
uses a like
an element, yeah.
element. So,
Yeah,
like
I
a
mean,
wizard.
think of it like a bender, you know, in Avatar. The good one, not the new one.
So, a bender or a wizard.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, it does look a lot like bending.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I get that. That actually looks really nice.
That
Are you
was
sure
very
this isn't
clean.
an Avatar game?
It was at least inspired by it.
Oh yeah, I guarantee it. Sad part is they're doing element bending way better than Avatar did.
Ah, they are now.
I'm sure if they made the game.
They did make a game, right? Didn't they make an Avatar Last Airbender game?
Yeah, I think they did.
I think it was like a fighting game though, kind of like when they did the
Yeah.
Naruto games, the
I
Dragon
mean,
Ball
that's
games.
fine. I like fighting games. I like the Naruto fighting games too.
I I'm
But
not a
I'm
fighting
weird
game
like
person,
that.
but then I don't like playing things with friends. Friends. Blech.
Well, I'm not a fighting game person either, but I do like the few fighting games that I play. So,
Meh, whatever.
and then
Whatever.
Fortnite did an airbender thing, or they did an avatar thing at one point. But other than that, I'm sure they've had a Nickelodeon style game somewhere. But this actually looks pretty good.
Go! Head for the signal.
Yeah, and so this way you also don't have to be specified, you know. Basically you are using avatar skills wherein, you know, you can do more than one element at a time, I guess. Because this person
Oh,
used
that guy shot a gun.
oh. So utilizing wind and fire and earth. Just haven't seen water yet.
They did water at the beginning.
Oh, you're right, you're right.
And it did what, looked like he cooled it down and made it like ice or something for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's that steampunk element.
So this is what actually the sequel to Avatar Last Airbender should have been instead of The Legend of Korra, which was
Yeah, but listen, they really needed that Legend of Korra.
they totally didn't. It was so annoying.
Everything had to be changed into a girl so they
It,
could get their rocks off or whatever it
it
is.
wasn't just that it was a girl. I like things with girls. The thing I hated about it was I hated her. She was so
She wasn't that
irritating.
good.
She was terrible. Oh, she was just an awful person. I hated her so much. Like, ugh.
Oh, Electronic Arts is doing a sale.
Ooh.
Anyway, so I went to look. We ain't got anything here, but we can add it to a wish list, so. Which is pretty nice. So.
Yeah, it's got that Eastern aesthetic, which is also very Avatar because that's what
Yeah.
inspired it.
You get that avatar feel with the steampunk.
Yeah, I mean that wasn't that
That's
like basically the aesthetic of Korra? Because her world was kind of steampunky, right?
I don't remember. I
I
didn't
didn't
watch
get through the
much of
whole
it, so
yeah, I
I
didn't get through the whole
tried
first
to
season.
watch it, but it was one of those things I lost interest in really quickly.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, she was so brash and obnoxious. I was like, ugh, somebody just punch her
um,
through a wall.
yeah, and that happens with a lot of things. It seems
Yeah.
in a while. It's like I love this franchise, and I tried to watch this newer version of it or whatnot, and
Yeah.
then it gets really, really boring, and then I forget, and then I never come back to it. Then I try to rewatch it. It's kind of like playing Final Fantasy 13. There we go. Trying to
Mm.
figure out which one. Like every time I try to play Final Fantasy 13, I always get bored of it in the same spot. Say I'll come back to it, and then I don't. And then when I do come back to it, I have to restart it again, and I get back to the same spot where I lose interest in it again. That poor game. Anyway, at least they did good with Final Fantasy Tactics. All right, let's bring that over
So
here.
that's not bad. I mean, for new, I mean, usually the new games that we look at are way more. Is that an? That's not an indie game. It doesn't look like. It looks more big
Let's see.
studio.
Bethera Games. I have no idea who they are. Um,
I don't
their
either, but that doesn't
publisher
mean
and their developer are the same group. So let's take a look at what they've done, shall we? Bethera Games. It sounds
no, there's no
Korean or
R.
something, or
I think we call it
Chinese.
like Pathia or Pathea.
Pathia. Oh,
My Time Sandrock.
which is on my wish list.
Dude, you play the girliest games. I was like, what is? I was like, oh, so these are like mobile games, and Zio's like, it's on my wish list, bruh.
Nobody needs that. My time at. Okay, I remember that popping up somewhere.
These are very.
Oh, that's because these are farming games.
Yeah,
This one's
they're all semi.
yeah, this is a creature one, which is why I looked at it because it reminded me of like another Pokemon type thing. They're all semi-like games, Sims games. Let's go. That's it. That's kind of all.
Wow, so this is quite a difference. This is quite a departure from their other types of games.
Yeah, this is like a huge departure from what they're used to doing.
Yeah, I wonder if they were starting out basically. So, I decided to look into game development just because I got bored, and I can't just pick up a normal hobby like people. And
Oh, that's fine. I get that.
and
It's an indie
usually
studio.
and usually they say, start off with something small. So maybe that's kind of what they did. Maybe they had this dream in the back of their head, but they were like, let's try to make small games first and make them viable, and then build up to what we really, really want to make, what I really, really want. So, yeah, I mean, that would make sense because, I mean, this is a huge departure. I mean, it's still an RPG. It's still got that open world feel on it, but those other games didn't even look like they had fighting elements
Oh
in
yeah, they're
them.
definitely Asian. That's for sure.
Oh
You
yeah, no,
tell me
it
if that
said
team
it's
is
based in
Asian or
China.
not. It's definitely Chinese or South Korean, one of the two.
It's the China.
So they were founded in 210. Really? Huh.
Mm-hmm.
That was 14 years ago. No,
16 years
16.
ago.
Sorry. I listen. I was looking at the 42426 on my desktop here.
Mm-hmm.
But my drink was right in front of the 26, 20 or
Ah.
26, so I saw the 424.
You
I
just
thought the 24 was the year. Oh, I'm an idiot. Anyway, let's see. They've got like a.
Okay, so they've got more games there. So
They have
maybe
other things here.
yeah, so maybe they have other games that kind of are building up to this.
Ever forward release. That's a puzzle.
Adventure strategy
Action.
casual. Super Buckyball tournament. That's like a lot of these games still sound like they're for kids.
Yeah.
Kids or like
I mean, it still
aggressive
seems like
casual.
this game currently is completely. What's the word? Completely different than what they're used to doing.
It does. It looks like such a departure. That's the thing that has me a little bit confused as to why it's such a departure. Like if this was a rather relatively new look at this. This stuff is all freaking cute. It's weird. And I'm not saying that the new game is like ugly or super gritty, but it does seem a little bit more self-serious, a little bit more dramatic. It's just not the same feel. So that's very interesting. I wonder if they've had new leadership or something.
I don't know.
Pathia Games, the second one.
It doesn't have much of a.
No, I guess not. I mean, it is in the China, so there is that.
Anyway, we tried our best. But yeah, they're definitely
Well, we really
this,
didn't. We just
this
asked the
seems like a
questions and
complete
stared at the
departure,
screen.
but I would take it. They probably looked at how well Wukong did,
Mhm.
and that's probably what helped shift their gears.
Maybe.
And they were like, "Yep, we could do that too," and throw a different, thing on it, new twist. Yeah, it looks good. I'm
It
gonna
does.
keep an eye on it. I've added it to my wish list along with one of their other games that I probably won't ever actually buy, but it's on my wish list. Anyway, so let's shift into PlayStation, who apparently decided that against all odds, extraction shooters are the future.
Because Marathon is doing so well, I guess.
Yes.
I don't understand. They're making another game into an extraction shooter too. I think was it Halo?
You know that one heist game that they were working on that we all laughed at last year?
That's this one, right? Fair Games.
That's this one.
Yeah.
And they're converting it into some kind of online whatever it is.
Yeah.
Extraction thing.
I don't understand.
Like
It's
it was supposed to be I guess it was it was supposed to be like a I guess from what we could tell it seemed more like it was going to be a Payday clone, right?
yeah.
For the most part,
Yeah.
except for the DEI version of Payday.
Yes, going off of the
And
things
then
that they were saying on
Sony
their
saw the
site.
success of Arc Raiders, forgot that Marathon belonged to them, and decided, let's convert that into the next Arc Raiders.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with that one.
Oh. Anyway, you talk about it for a second. I'll be right back.
I don't know any what dude what Okay. Well, I don't know anything about this game, so this is a great time for you to leave.
Well, I mean, screen. I don't know. I got nothing.
Okay, all right. So I guess I'll just read
I'm
what's
sorry.
here.
Just give me a few seconds.
Fine. I mean, it's just that I don't have any control of anything. It's me and the cat. Hi guys, how you doing?
I
Okay.
don't know
So
how to
anyway,
give. I don't know how to give you control.
it's a thing you can do. I don't remember how, but it is a thing. But it's okay, dude. It's all right.
Okay.
Just you
All right.
go. Hurry up. Just
All right.
go
All
away.
right.
All right. So, let's see. What does it say? Documents sent. So we were making fun of this game last time because we went onto the Haven website and they were just all kinds of concerned with fairness and the jazz, and we mocked it into oblivion. And then the game went silent. The game went dark, and so now it's decided to rear um to poke its head back out, but to wear a new skin as though we're still not going to mock it. But and it's really weird that they're deciding to do it as an extraction shooter though. We've seen not a lot of huge success with that. I mean, Arc Raiders is admittedly a bit of a at least it's considered to be a bit of a unicorn in the extraction shooter space. It's not really considered to be the norm. So, I mean, maybe they're trying to bite into that and they're like, "Man, we gotta be able to do this. I'm sure that it's possible." Okay, Marathon didn't do it. Ahem. But maybe this time, surely this time it'll be like much better with a studio that isn't known for amazing gunplay. Um so let's see, what does it say? Documents sent to Insider Gaming indicate that Haven Studios' upcoming multiplayer game, Fair Games, will lean into the extraction shooter genre with a dedicated game mode. The game, which was revealed in 2023, has sparked several rumors and reports about its development troubles. Yes, we call this hell. Notably, issues with the studio's ability to find the fun factor. Yes, that's usually a Okay. Yeah, usually that's a problem if your game is not fun. Despite those issues, though, PlayStation has continued to invest in the game because they apparently have too many dollars, with its next playtest scheduled for this weekend. Ooh, somebody's got to sign up for it. Yeah, they can't find the fun factor. The game that they're making is not fun. I'm like, shouldn't you start with something that seems fun? Like what were you on about? Like what were you just like sitting around going, "You know what we need to do? We need to tell this story. How do you want to do it? You know what? Let's put it in a game." Like yeah, just it's like they went with the everything except the point of this particular medium. This medium is really predicated on having a good time, you know? Anyway, let's see. Officially, the game was described in 2023 as a competitive heist experience, which didn't reveal too much about it. But in short, at least for one of the game's flagship game modes named Cargo Heist, it is basically an extraction shooter with an objective. Think Marathon with a contract. Like Marathon, what do you mean Marathon with a contract? All of Marathon's missions are contracts. What are you on about? I don't even play this game and I know this. Anyway,
Listen, you quickly learn that a lot of these journalists never have played the games they talk about.
I haven't played this game that I'm making
And
fun of,
then
and I know
there's
this.
us who never played the same game and know more about it. So
I don't play this game. I have a full-time job and I'm uninterested and I know these things. My dude, this is your job. Anyway, the game mode description reads: break in, find a vault code to gain access to the safe, collect cash, upgrade your skill set, and make your play. Drill: the vault is breached. Be the team to grab the cargo and set up your strategy to intercept it. Or set up your strategy to intercept it. Extract: the cargo must be bought back to the extraction site. Use the extraction device to call your ride home. If your team fails to extract cargo, use another exit to get away.
yeah, so
Which, I mean, basically is, yes, it's an extraction shooter. But it looks like this is just a mode of it. So I wonder what the primary mode is, or if it's just
this
like...
is the primary mode, I think, because what it seems like, I think they have shifted gears. And earlier they were talking about how they couldn't find the fun factor, but this is the closest to the fun factor that they can find is the extraction mode.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to shift gears and I guess develop more of that. And make the whole game a live service.
Yeah.
Because it's worked so well so far.
Yeah,
For a
I
game
mean,
that
that's the thing,
everybody
we're not
was
tired of live service
already
at all.
making fun of previously, and then to shift its gears to something else that everybody made fun of.
Yeah. It's time for another good idea, bad idea. You know, it's just that's just all this reminds me of, honestly. It just seems like just a lot of bad ideas that are happening at one time.
Really, my mouse is trying to die now? Of all the times to die. So, I have been completely addicted to Windrose. So
yeah,
I
I've seen. You've been having all of the funs.
Yes, it's a lot of fun. So, my mouse is now blinking at me, saying it's trying to die. I've hit buttons by accident somehow. What the fuck is this? What button have I hit?
I don't know.
I don't know either. What is that? Where is it coming from?
I don't know. I'm over here.
I know. I don't know what it is. Okay. All right. See, my thing is blinking at me all red. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it sucks. Anyway, it will make it through this. It usually does when it does that. Anyway, so Fairgrounds has had a number of issues throughout its development, including the studio's founder, Jade Raymond, leaving in 2025. No, I think most of its uphill battle was the fact that everybody looked at it, we laughed at it, and said nobody wants this, and then we forgot that it existed.
We totally did.
I think everybody has forgotten it existed until it just popped up. Oh, by the way, we're changing the way we're handling this now, and it's like
we're the way you're handling
I forgot
what?
that
Who
game
are
was
you?
even in development.
Yeah, we were all like, "Wait, you're still alive?" Dude, forgot you were a thing.
Let's see. One thing going for Fairgrounds is that the game is apparently free to play. So at least they're going to go with the free to play model.
Yeah.
Relying on in-game monetizations to fund future development and costs. So at least they can get people through the door to give it a shot because it's free to play.
Yeah.
Let's see. Frankly, it doesn't bode well for the game. Bungie's latest game, Marathon, has struggled to retain players despite high Metacritic reviews. Yeah, I know. There's been that entire race to the bottom
We're still
down
searching for
there.
that floor,
I'm
man.
still
Holy
searching for
crap.
that floor. I mean,
I mean, it
hey, at
seems to
least they
be
got some more players lately. Like they had, yeah, there we go. I was gonna say
yeah, but
they
that was
dug
during the
down
week. It's
below 1900,
yeah.
like yesterday or something, and I was just like, holy shit. So at least they popped back up to the 20K.
Yeah. I mean, it's the descent is slowing. So, I mean, good on them for that, but yeah, I'm thinking that their floor is probably going to be like low 20s, maybe high teens,
Well, yeah, I
which
mean, we figured the floor was going to be around the 20-ish to 30, but or maybe
yeah.
the
Yeah, I thought
20-ish,
we reached the floor like 3 weeks ago and
but it
I
keeps
was
going.
wrong. I really thought it was gonna hit just stay in the 30s and just kind of like I thought it would die a lot slower. Let's put it that way. I did expect it to drop off and to basically hit Destiny 2 numbers, but I expected that to take like a year or like
Yeah.
at least half a
Uh,
year, but no. it
no, it's already there.
Yeah, it's clearly, it's like, "No, no, we're on a speed run to the floor. We wanna find the abyss. We
And
really do."
remember, most players are playing on PC with that game, so
Yeah.
that's, but then again, there's other games out there because I was curious, right?
Mhm,
Because we look at these things and we make a lot of judgments based off of it, and we're usually right because of the thing. What is it? Steam charts. I decided to look up some other things, mainly this, because I was like, how in the world does this game even survive? Like, I love this game to death.
mhm,
Okay. I don't play it that much, but how does this game survive?
yeah,
Like, this game has been around for I don't know how long at this point.
mhm,
And it's an MMO, okay? And it
mhm.
survives like off of 1,000, 2,000 people at any given moment. So, which sucks because when it comes to Star Trek games,
Mhm,
this game has like the superior ship fighting type
mhm,
of any kind of Star Trek I've ever played in the past. Like this has the superior version of that kind of fighting, where you've got like different ships fighting each other and stuff.
mhm.
However, its ground combat sucks ass. Like it felt like an afterthought. Like whoever put that together just I don't know. They took
Like,
Zap
someone said, "Hey, by
Brannigan.
the way, don't you have this mode?" And they went, "Oh, yeah."
No, it's like they took Zap Brannigan from Futurama and just turned him into a mode, and it's just it's horrible. Like it can't do anything. It sucks. Nothing ever. It's just like collision is horrible. It's horrible. Like you could rip that out of the entire experience here,
Mhm,
and I'd be okay. Uh, most players would be because everybody hates it. But it's like I don't understand how a game like this survives like that.
mm,
So it's quite possible that Marathon somehow maybe could survive off of this. But at the same time, it's like Sony paid 6 or 3 billion for you. They didn't pay 3 billion for Star Trek Online, so
yeah.
that might be the difference right there. But anyway, another cause for concern for PlayStation will also be Tin Chamber's upcoming heist game, Den of Wolves.
Hmm,
Really? What the fuck is Den of Wolves?
I
Of
don't I don't know.
Wolves. Tin Chambers. I don't even know who Tin Chambers is, to be totally honest. See, Den of Wolves is a cooperative first person shooter heist game developed by Swedish studio Tin Chambers.
Huh,
So, created by veterans behind the Payday series and the horror shooter GTFO. Alrighty then. Uh, do, 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 do. Oh, I remember this. Me and Chad was looking at this. We wanted to play it. Yeah. Anyway, this game looks way better than
There's a
the
guy to
other
the left. There's a lot of dudes here.
Just saying.
Oh, the melee is so sick.
Light bomb kill. Drill is up.
Drill it, baby, drill.
Oh, I do remember seeing this.
Oh, you already broke stealth.
Yeah, me and
What are you
Chad was
doing?
wanting to
We're
check
going
it
up,
out.
boys.
Oh my god, there's actually a few of them over there.
Wait, they're cooking me. They're cooking me.
Push towards objective.
What am I shooting? Fucking hell. I'm getting fucked on my right.
Oh, that's a sentinel. Holy crap.
Okay, so we have a tank.
Oh god!
3 fucking sentinels on us.
Oh, there's another one behind us. Why?
Who woke them up? Jeez, that was chaotic. We dead, mate.
Go, 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 go.
Drill is up. Drill is up. Drill is up. Synchronized bond. One more. One more. Vault's opening.
But anyway, yeah, that's going to be a big hurdle for them to go against, because you could have the woke heist game,
Mm-hmm.
or you could have
Or
this.
one that's made for actual gamers.
Yeah.
I mean, this game looks very, very sweaty. So,
Well,
also
that's the problem. Most of them are sweaty these days.
Yeah.
That's the biggest downside. It's like, I'd love to play a lot of these games, but I don't have the time, for one. Yeah, they're so full of sweats. It's like, I was looking at Rust recently,
Mm-hmm.
going, I would love to play Rust. Rust looks like a fun game. So I've been watching other people playing Rust and stuff, and watching their videos on it, because I was trying to figure out what kind, how this game works, because it's a survival game, okay? And apparently I like survival games. But I have quickly learned that Rust is a sweaty game. If you're not a sweat, you're not playing Rust.
Yeah.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, because of how Rust is set up. And I was like, oh, well, that sucks. Damn. Kind of wish. All right, well, we'll pass that up, because if I was younger, in the days of Halo and stuff, I probably absolutely would have played a hell of a lot of Rust. But I'm not. So
Yeah, I was watching someone play that game, and I was like, this is very, very stressful. It is very quiet and very stressful. I do not like it. I don't want to be here.
and it's running on like a day and night cycle and stuff like that. And
Oh yeah, it
your
was like,
character is still there, so then people like get you when you're vlogged off and stuff like that to raid your place and kill you and take all your shit and stuff. And it's like, I would love to do that, because I was huge in PvP back in the day too. But nowadays I just don't have the time or the energy for that kind of stuff. I can't play those kind of games at all.
yeah.
But anyway. So yeah, PlayStation has decided to look at the current landscape and learn absolutely nothing from it. Yeah, they should just have that tattooed to their forehead at this point. I have learned nothing on the
I don't know
CEO's
anything.
forehead of Sony.
Yeah. It's impressive, honestly.
It is. It's like, your marathon is not doing so hot right now. You've canceled the other games. The other game that you were priming it to be PlayStation. Like, you wanted PlayStation and Concord to be synonymous with each other.
They really did.
Those were the plans Sony had with that. And I know there are people out there, it's like, they were never going to do that. How do you know they were going to do that? They had limited edition controllers set up for that son of a gun. They had a TV show set up for that. They had things in the works already ready, concepts of PlayStation variants of Concord, like the Concord edition PlayStation 5 shit.
Yeah.
They were gearing to make Concord and PlayStation one in the same, a synonymous thing. Yep. And I don't know who told them that was a good idea.
They lied.
They lied. The amount of money they put into Concord and the fact that they shut it down within 2 weeks was just like, holy fuck. Daddy's mad. Daddy Sony got pissed. Daddy Sony saw how much of a failure that was and decided, we're going to nuke that from orbit with the biggest of nukes that we can find and forget it existed. That like, they were embarrassed by that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was an embarrassing moment. But yeah, like how you could have all that and still think that live service is the answer. My
We
dude,
underestimate the stupidity of people, I guess.
Crimson Desert shows you should not do that. Windrose shows you should not do that. Slay
Yeah.
the Spire 2 shows you should not do that.
You really shouldn't.
Like Expedition 33, Ubisoft is over there crying themselves to sleep thinking those were our guys.
Yup.
And we
And they're
fucked
not
that
wrong.
up.
They sure did.
Oh,
You're like, all of those
it's like
dollars could have been ours. Like, they could have. And yet
all
they
of
weren't.
this. It's like the players can tell you exactly what they want, and instead you're taking the Jeff Keighley route and going, "Shut the fuck up! I don't want to hear it."
Yeah.
And it's like,
They're like, this is what you want.
okay,
Like,
but you're
no.
gonna fail. I mean, just from that comment alone, there are people out there, waiting for your new game to fail. Now, by the way, if you hadn't have said that shit, you probably would have been fine. But you decided to tell everybody the secret sauce is exactly what we thought it was. Nobody actually listens until about 3 months before the next expansion comes out. Then they go, "We hear you. We heard you all along. Here's the fixes you asked for." And then everybody's happy until the next expansion comes out, and then you continue to do that cycle over and over again. And I still can't figure out why people are still playing WoW to this day.
Yeah.
No, considering I was one of those in that abusive relationship for so long, I kind of get it. Like 17 years getting beat up by Papa Blizzard over there for money. But anyway. So, Stop Killing Games has done it.
Yeah.
Congratulations to all those involved. Now, it hasn't actually done it or anything, but he made it there.
Yeah, he sure did.
He is at the Parliament. There's a whole 9-minute video of this. You should go look it up. It's Europe Echo over here for those who want to go check it out. But yeah, he sits there and he talks. He puts the spill out there. He does the thing, and from what I've heard, they've been very receptive of it. A lot of Parliament has been, gunning or going around it and being very accepting to this, especially since we got the whole Luna Amazon thing that just happened to boot. Which I don't know if that's even on here or not. It needs to be, but that's like a whole other thing. So
the Luna Amazon?
Yeah, Luna Amazon. Luna by Amazon.
I don't know what that means.
It's Amazon Luna gaming service. Here we go.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So this is a thing.
What is... Oh.
And this is a good thing. I liked it. I haven't used it personally, but it's a great thing.
Is it another subscription?
Well, see, this was kind of like baked into your Amazon Prime. If you had Amazon Prime, you had access to Luna. But yes, it was a subscription thing. It was, do you know what GeForce Now is?
Hi, I'm Meg. Nice to meet you. No.
Okay, so GeForce Now allows you to play your currently existing games that you already own in like Steam, have access to your Steam library, and essentially would allow you to push it to your TV, to your smart TV or something, or push it to your cell phone or your tablet, something like that. You download their app, you connect to it, you pay them a subscription for this service, but it allows you to play, your Steam library somewhere else through their servers instead, so it's effectively streaming the game you already own. And now there was a whole other ordeal with that when there was a bunch of journalists, mind you, fucked G4 over, or G4, jeez, what the fuck is it? It's NVIDIA's thing, right? GeForce Now, when a bunch of journalists wrote a bunch of hit pieces on it, claiming that they were selling people's games, they were getting none of the profit when that was not happening at all. So then a bunch of developers came in swinging their dicks around and said, "You're not allowed to let our game be on your service ever." So then they had to they weren't allowed to allow you to play that game,
Yeah.
right? As a result, because that's what the journalists came in and said, that they were selling your game, but you weren't getting the profits. How are they allowed to do this? And it's like, no, they're letting you stream the game you already bought on Steam
Yeah.
somewhere else. That's not the same thing. I've already bought the game. I didn't pay GeForce Now to play Persona 4. I paid Atlas to play Persona 4.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so that's GeForce Now.
Okay.
Luna was the opposite of that. Okay? So Luna worked with all the big guys, which of course was after the GeForce Now debacle,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they went over to EA and said, hey EA, we've got this streaming service of video games. It's like the Netflix of gaming, okay? And
And they're like, Netflix, we've heard of that. Go on.
yes. And then if you put your storefront on our game listing, you'll get you get to sell more. Okay, we just ask for a cut, a small cut, like 5%, something like that.
Yeah.
And you do it through our storefront. And they're like, okay, yeah, sure, okay, why not? So you got like Bethesda is in
Mhm.
here. You've got EA, you've got Ubisoft, all of them. They've got all their games in here, right? And you could go through and you buy it through Luna instead. So you're
Mhm.
buying it through Luna like you would Steam. Okay.
Mhm.
However, you also still have access to that. So if you bought a game that would be an Ubisoft title, that means it's available on Origin, right? Which is their launcher. So if you had a PC, you could log into Origin. You still have access to that game because you've linked these accounts to Luna like you would link things to like other games to other things, right? So you log into it, it's linked, all the accounts are all synced together. So if you bought an Ubisoft title, you own it on Origin and you have access to it through the Luna system here, which allows you to then play it on a TV somewhere or play it on somebody else's computer or on your phone or on your tablet without actually having to have the hardware to do it. Okay? So sounds good so far, right?
So wait, these games are going to be played via through the cloud?
Yeah, they'll be played through the cloud.
Oh, this sounds expensive.
Yeah, well, see, there's the thing. Here's the thing. Luna has now decided to dissolve all of its affiliations with everybody
Hmm?
and remove it. I think they're going to essentially remove it from Amazon Prime and make it its own thing. So it's going to have its own special library now that's only pure through Luna.
Hmm.
And anything that you bought on Luna that happened to say be owned by Ubisoft,
Mhm.
you're no longer allowed to play it through Ubisoft. Or you're not allowed to
Fun.
play it through Luna anymore. You'll have to play it through Ubisoft. Oh, what's this? You never owned a computer in your life? Sucks to be you. We ain't giving you a refund. You better go find yourself a computer then and download Origin so you can play the game you bought.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. So
I was waiting. I was
anything
like,
that was
this sounds
connected to
too good
it,
to be true. And then you were saying that it's all played through the cloud. I'm like, that doesn't sound feasible. It doesn't sound like it's gonna last because I don't think that the margin for the profit margin is large enough to sustain that.
well, see,
And I'm right.
anything that was done through those like other services and stuff, you
Mhm.
can still play them up to a certain date right now, but
Mhm.
you're not able to buy new ones, right?
Yeah.
So some of this stuff, a lot of this stuff, I guess, apparently is going to be disappearing soon. And you have to play them through the system or the company that they actually came from. So if you bought a game that Epic produced and it's on the Epic Game Store, that's the only place to get it. Well, that actually might be the only place to get it, to be totally honest, unless it's Fortnite. No, wait, yeah, Luna. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, you'll have to download the Epic Game Store and play it on your computer that way.
Mhm.
So that's like the only thing. Anyway, so they came through and they did that. So now there's people out there with game libraries from Luna that are losing access to those, and they're not going to be playable. And their
Yeah.
whole, and Amazon's whole loophole for that is, well, you still have access to it. What do you mean they're not? No, you can't play it here. You just have to download Origin. Duh. You just have to download Epic. Duh. I mean, it's still there. All your stuff's still there. It's just it's just not on our server anymore. So yeah, that happened right after this happened.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that it's kind of reneging on a promise, but you do still own the game technically. You do still have access to it in a way. So it's not the same as like, I guess like losing your Netflix account or something like that, where it's like
Yeah.
you will own nothing and be happy. It's
Well,
like,
see, with Netflix, you kind of get it because you're paying
yeah,
for the
because
Netflix
you know
itself.
you're renting
Now,
forever.
if I was to buy a digital copy of something from Netflix and then they came through and said, "Nope, not yours anymore,"
Hmm.
then I would be pissed.
Yeah.
Because Netflix actually did sell you DVDs at one point in time.
Oh yeah, they did because they used to have a DVD service, and then once
Yeah.
the DVD would
I,
kind of
I
time
I
out.
actually still have one somewhere because apparently I forgot to went back. It's
As
the
do
most
I.
expensive DVD I have ever bought.
Yeah.
Uh, it was very expensive at that time. That wasn't an
Yeah.
anime DVD, of course. The box or a box set, or I'm sorry, it was the most expensive single DVD that wasn't a box set that I've ever bought, I guess. But yeah, so the whole stop killing games and preserving games and stuff is very important. Parliament is looking into it. The fact that Amazon Luna did their thing,
Yeah.
it's got people worried, and it's like, well, you know, you still have access to it. Yeah, but I also don't own a computer, so I don't know how I'm supposed to access it.
Like,
You
it sounds like
promised
it's time
me
to
I
buy
would
a
have
computer.
access to it.
Yeah. See,
So
that's
there's
the
got to
thing.
be some kind of something in place to prevent that kind of thing from happening, because,
Yeah, that's the thing that's interesting. The problem with obsolescence when it comes to things that rely on technology, it's just, I mean, the thing is that is just necessarily going to be a problem that we're gonna have to, kind of accept into something. Nothing's gonna be last forever, so plan as much as you can,
no,
own
yeah.
things that you can, which is why I don't like subscription services in general, just because I just don't like. If they just decide tomorrow, no, you've got nothing.
Well,
You've got literally nothing.
see,
So,
what was it? My girlfriend wants to watch Halloween Town during Halloween. Okay,
mhm,
that's a big thing that she likes. To do that, and last year she was looking for Halloween Town
mhm,
because I was like, "What you doing?" I was like, "Well, I'm looking for Halloween Town." So she checked everything. It's not available anywhere. Nobody has it. Right? And
mhm.
I think the thing that had it, we didn't have access to or something, if there was anything at all. Hold up. I think I gotta take that.
Okay. Yeah. So my um so yeah, so when it comes to having things that are just stuck inside of this loop where you have to worry about something going obsolete, it's just it's especially if you're reliant on it. So I mean, this doesn't just affect, like when it comes to something that's passive and just something that you can just watch or consume, like a movie or a TV show, that's one thing. If it's something else, especially if you're a streamer or something like that and you're playing video games, well, you could be screwed easily. But also when it comes to things like subscription services for software, things like Photoshop or Illustrator or something like that, the planned obsolescence of those programs that they didn't do at the beginning. They started doing it later on. They started doing it once they decided that the subscription model was the way that they wanted to go. But they kind of started kind of trying to sneak that in with basically not allowing for what you'd call backwards compatibility. They did that with the Microsoft products as well. They when they started putting out DOCX instead of just DOC for the document file types, and making it so that you couldn't open the newer ones on the older format. And I mean on the older software, even though for the most part it's pretty much the same. It's still just text, you know. It's not like it's something that's crazy, but they did that on purpose, and they do that to kind of force you to buy new thing, to constantly keep um purchasing, and to make sure that you never are just satiated. You're never, I'm happy with what I have. Look at that little creature. Oh my gosh, it's like a little rat.
She is, isn't she?
No, it's a cute little puppy dog,
She's a cute puppy.
but it does also look very puntable. So
Yeah,
there's
well, good. That is true, but this is my puntable puppy. I
that.
won't let anybody else punt her.
Yeah, so I was just ranting, well, not ranting, but just talking about how some companies are leaning kind of into planned obsolescence in general when you have and they kind of did that with gaming too when it came to
Mhm.
consoles, when they would say, "Oh, it's not backwards compatible." Why, homie? Why?
Mhm.
Why can't you read like this other disc? I mean, I understand at least with Nintendo when the disc size was completely different, you'd be like, "Okay, I get it."
Yeah,
But
and you know they did that on
you
purpose
know
too.
they did it on purpose, but at least it's not as insulting as, like, you know, "No, we can't read this disc."
On the
I'm like,
bright side, I absolutely love those mini discs. I really did. I don't know what it
"Oh,
was
like
about them
for
for
GameCube?"
Nintendo. Yeah, for the GameCube.
Yes,
Absolutely love those little mini discs. I don't know why, I just did.
because it felt like a disc, but that didn't take itself very seriously. It's like your little dog, you know? It's just it's very cute, but still kind of functional. So
Yeah, yeah. Uh, alright, so we ready to move on?
yeah, yeah, I believe I've exhausted. Oh,
Alright.
look, we got some
Uh,
journalists to mock.
what's this?
Bro, okay, I couldn't remember what I was mad about. I was like, "Huh, yeah,
I know.
I remember saying that, but I didn't remember why." Dude, okay, click on this video and you will lose your freaking mind, but okay, this guy
This guy.
dude, this guy, he starts
Don't
off
do it,
basically
Alex.
talking about how he loves film noir, and as soon as he mentioned that, I was like, "Okay, I hate this already. This is gonna be bad." This is because I'm just like he's like, "Yes, and I just love," and he starts breaking out the old references. You know, we're talking
Oh, yeah.
Casablanca, we're talking about, you know, Key Largo, we're talking about what is it? Double Indemnity or something like that. Cape Fear, like the film noir to basically be like, I've got my bona fides. I know film noir, homie. This is like getting offended, like at the satire episodes of Animaniacs when they played hard boiled detectives, mocking the genre, because this is not actual film noir. This is a cartoon version of it, and then he starts lamenting that you shoot the bad guys. He's like, you know, and you're shooting all these poor mice. I'm like, poor mice? They're going to kill you, sir. Sir, they're going to kill you. He's not just walking around popping people who just happen to be walking down the street. What are you on about? Like, this dude came at this from every possible
Meg,
wrong angle.
Meg, there's too much boomer shooting in my boomer shooter.
No.
There's too
Um,
many cheese references in my mouse game. I
like, and
mean,
the thing,
come
and then he's like,
on.
"It's not serious. They don't take it seriously enough in a mouse
It's
game, and then you kill too
it's a
many
world of
people."
mice.
Yeah, and
And
I'm just like, he's expecting it to be, like, gritty and hard boiled and all of that stuff, and not to have any silliness in it. I'm like, "I'm sorry, did you look at this? Have
and
you,"
it's
and the
like
thing is that this is
the
someone who just
same
doesn't
game.
understand medium or satire. He was expecting legit, like, LA Confidential or
Play the
something like that,
game.
which is retarded. It just, oh, it made me so mad. I'm sorry.
The guy
I was
didn't play
pissed.
the game. Do you know
Huh?
how I know he didn't play the game?
How?
No, see, this is a problem. Okay, so a
Mhm.
while back, there was a bunch of us who was talking about how journalists should upload their play footage.
They
When
totally
when
need
they
to.
do
Mhm,
reviews, IGN and them should have, like, a separate channel for
mhm.
IGN uploads or something, specifically for journalists to upload their gameplays. Nobody and we don't need you in the frame or anything like that because Okay, let's calm down. People are stupid. Anyway, we just need the upload. Okay.
Yeah.
There was excuse after excuse after excuse why there's no why how it's impossible for them to do this. This is an impossible task for journalists to do. And it's like, you
No.
fucking, for example, IGN here. It's like, you work for fucking IGN. You do the thing, you record it because you're recording it because it's in your review. Like, your video review has the footage you were supposedly playing in
Mhm.
it, right? Unless somebody just gave you footage for some reason that far into the game. So you have the footage, you have an editor whose sole purpose is to edit this review together with your footage with you talking at a camera. So when you're doing this, you've got somebody who has fixed the script for you more than likely, right?
Mhm.
Or you wrote the script because you're the one doing the review, so you wrote your own script. You're recording you talking about the script. You're recording you saying it, and then they've got an editor whose sole purpose is to edit it together with the gameplay and stuff and the graphics and everything they plan to use. Puppy dog, what you doing? Okay. Dog, place. That's what I thought. Place, damn you! Anyway, she's looking at me like, what the hell are you going on about?
You just go, "You're lucky I'm not an elemancer."
Anyway, so, and then what you do is when they've cut it up and stuff, they upload it. Like, they just upload the uncut, raw edit of you playing it. And then you're just in the bottom of the corner or something with your little thing so we can see you're playing it. Because
Mhm.
that was the thing. It's like, we got to verify it was you playing it or some shit at some point, right?
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all you got to do. It's like the guy who does your edits or whoever it is who does your uploads in the office can hit upload on that file for you and
Yep.
name it.
Yeah.
They can name it John Ron's PI Mouse PI for Hire review.
And you don't
Wrong.
even have to worry so much
Like,
about you don't have to worry as much about, finding the perfect clip or anything. You wanna watch the gameplay? It's all up there. I'm not gonna go through there, find the best clips or anything like that and edit it for you. No, it's just there and it just exists, you know?
and
The
the
editor can
reason
just find some random, but you don't have to worry about finding great clips because the whole thing is there and it's fantastic.
Yeah, but the reason that came up as a topic for any reason whatsoever is because people believed that they did not actually play the game that they're reviewing.
Yeah, it was very Pixar,
They're
it didn't happen.
literally just the face. Somebody else played it.
Mhm.
Somebody else wrote it. And
Mhm.
they were just being the face or whatnot because they were not the one who actually played the game. And this is
Okay,
another
so
one of those games
the
where I
only
can
thing that I
guarantee he didn't play it.
the only thing that I didn't believe necessarily was that they didn't write it because if they were like, "No, no, we're just no, that they're just the face of it." No, because they would have used different faces. Like, did you see what these people looked like? Like, I
Well,
mean,
I think at the
look,
time they were using women. Like, there was a
mm,
woman who was primarily doing a lot of stuff, and she actually looked halfway decent
okay.
back when it first broke. It's like, you didn't play this, did you? And it wouldn't have been as bad if they didn't lie about it, right? Like,
Yeah.
the problem is they have this thing where they blatantly lie and they're like, "Oh, yes, I did." And it's like, no, you fucking didn't. We can
Yeah.
tell because we played the game. And anyway, so in this review, the dude
Mhm.
who's reviewing, he's talking about how he's burning down an
The
opera
Upper
house,
House.
and
Yeah.
he's trying to he had to kill the woman. He doesn't know why he killed the woman, and the game doesn't tell you, and this, that, and the other. And it's like, did I just kill an innocent person? Blah blah blah, yada yada. The game fucking tells you why you're doing it because they're bad people.
Yeah.
They're the bad people.
Yeah, he
They're
mentioned
the
this.
there's a reason why you're there because they're the fucking bad guys. The game straight up tells you before you fucking do it. And why are you in the police place?
Yes,
Because the
exactly.
police
I was about to
people
say
aren't
that.
really police people.
Yeah.
They're the gang. They're
And
the people who are pretending to be the police. And
yeah,
he's like,
and
in real noir, you wouldn't shoot up a police. Well, if it was full of a fucking gang, you might.
yeah, and the thing is that the funny thing is though, he's sitting here whining in it. I don't know if it's in this list. No. But if you watch the review, which again, probably don't recommend you do because if
Listen, if
we
you
wouldn't
want
make it through it,
comedy,
I would be yelling
watch
every
the
5
movie.
seconds. But he was complaining saying, I was kind of upset because I didn't get to actually solve the crime or anything like that." And I'm like, "Homie, you have to actually pay attention to do that though. And you aren't paying
Exactly.
attention to the obvious things that they're saying. Why did I shoot her? Gosh, I hope I didn't burn alive some poor opera singer. She's a bad guy who's trying to kill you. Why are you not aware of this? Were you not listening when he's talking? The thing about these kind of games is they monologue all the dead time. That's kind of one of the charming things about noir, especially if you're going to do satire noir, because then it's really funny because it's a lot of just it's just delightful, the turns of phrase that they find to use, because it just is. It charms me so. But anyway, but yeah, I'm like, dude, you're not paying attention and you're going to complain that you weren't able to solve a mystery. You wouldn't have been able to solve a mystery. You don't know what's happening. You don't even know the most basic things. So, I mean, this guy, like, I was watching an Asmongold where he was talking about this person, and he
Oh,
kind of
did
at some
Asmongold see? Did he actually do a thing? Did he
oh
watch the video?
he watched the video. He was like, "Oh, this is free content. This is gold." And he
That is
pauses the video
gold.
at some point and just says, "You know, you're not a movie critic. Stop trying to be a movie critic. That's clearly what you want it to be, but that's clearly not what this is. You're not a movie critic. You're not here to this is not film club. This is a video game. And you should you know, you're just not paying attention." And I was like, this is exactly what it is. It's like this dude approached it like he was Siskel and Ebert or something like that. It was an utterly retarded review in every single way. And he kept trying to um break into like how it's not true noir and how it's not really he kills more people than Raymond Chandler's heroes did. And I'm like, Raymond Chandler's stories, sir, were not satirical mice who are who are also paying an homage to 1930s cartoons, sir. I mean,
And
how
this
are
is
you
also a
not aware of
first-person
this?
shooter,
Yeah,
or a boomer shooter. To be
yeah.
that,
Dude, there's too much shooting in the shooting game. Oh gosh, what?
okay.
Like, just again, tell me you don't understand games. I mean, maybe you played it, but you don't understand it. You don't understand what this is. You don't understand why this is, and I don't know why you have this job and why you're here. It was really, really frustrating to me. Like,
Yeah,
just listening to the whole thing. Because the thing is, I like noir, and the thing is that if you truly love noir, you can usually appreciate a good noir satire as well. Like I said, Looney Tunes did this. Um, Looney Tunes would do this often, and Animaniacs did this, and I think even Tiny Toons did one or two of these. But
pretty sure
they.
guy wasn't around for any of those.
But I mean, that's the thing, though. I'm just like he's sitting here trying to talk about how much he loves noir, which is way before his time. I mean, noir is before
Oh
my
yeah,
time, and I am an old. So I mean, this person is like wants to act like he's so well versed in this, but he doesn't even know about the offshoots of it and the other expressions of noir, which came out in a lot of, well, especially when it comes to the other side of this, which would be the animation factor. And animation has been doing satirical takes on noir for quite a while. And the thing is that even in the noir times, they would do satires. Bob Hope did quite a few of them. He did I know he did two, that, and one of them's one of my favorite movies, My Favorite Brunette. I'm not going to say it's a good movie. I'm going to say it's one of my favorite movies. Good movie and great and an entertaining movie are not the same thing. I love that movie so much. I will put it on any day of the week. It is so good. But it's basically it's kind of like a detective noir, but it's Bob Hope being Bob Hope, which is to say retarded and doing dumb things. And so I'm like, I don't know. This guy just seems super like this super pretentious guy, and I don't even know if he was given the assignment, find things to hate about this game or what. Like, I still don't understand why he wouldn't just go, "Yeah, okay, maybe it's just not for me, but it's well done for what it is." Then just give it a passable grade. If you like this kind of thing, you will love this
Oh,
game. Okay, fine.
see, he actually says it was a decent game too.
Yeah, he was giving it
It's
all
just
kinds of good
funny.
marks.
It's like this is a pretty decent game and all this other stuff.
You know, if you're into games.
If you're in, yeah, if you're into games, it's like, damn, if you're into games, this is a decent game, but it's not like a real noir. And it's like, it's a fucking video game, you dumbass. Where the fuck are you? Where do you think you work? IGN. I'm pretty sure gaming or something is in that title, isn't it? I get you can't spell ignorant without IGN, but god dang, dude. This is like this reminds me so much of the Too Much Water from
Yes.
Pokemon Sapphire and Ruby. Or
Yes.
was it Sapphire? Yeah, Sapphire and Ruby. It's like there's too much water in my water Pokemon game. Yeah, and some idiot, because I had said that at some point somewhere this past week or last week or something about something else that IGN I think did.
Mhm.
And I was like, this reminds me of Too Much Water. And
Mhm.
some idiot was like, there was too much water. There was way too much water in the start of that game. Blah, blah, this, that, and the other. It's like, my dude, the fuck are you talking about? It was a Pokemon game that one side is water, one side is ground. If you didn't want the water, pick up the other fucking game. God damn. How hard was that? Like, it was a game designed to be in the water region, the islands, and all this other stuff. Naturally, it's going to have a bit more uptick of water Pokemon to start with. And it didn't help that the IGN viewer chose the water starters, so there was a guarantee 100% there was a water Pokemon involved in every battle, which was funny because they remarked on that every battle had a water Pokemon in it practically, it felt like. And it's
Yeah.
like, well, yeah, because your starter's a water type. What were you expecting? If I picked the grass one, guess what? Most of my battles at the beginning of that game would have a grass type in it. Who would have fucking thought it? I mean, that's why. Fucking idiots. Anyway, so yeah,
The thing is
some
that
idiot.
like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing though, like, that's common sense for what it is that you're doing in it, and again, it kind of lends to something in the review itself for Mouse PI, which I again will be very mad about and very salty about. I probably shouldn't play this game. I can't shoot worth a darn. I love noir though. I love noir satire because it's so adorable. It just gives me all of the happies. But this dude was not paying attention. He really wasn't.
Oh,
He
he
wasn't
wasn't
paying
playing the
attention to
game.
the
That's
clues
why.
to the very these aren't even clues. These are statements. These are bad guys. That's why we're going to go into this place and shoot them in the face. That's why this is going to happen. And he's not paying attention to that. Same thing with the Pokemon Water game where you start off with the water disc and then you play the water disc and then you go, too much water. Homie, are you not paying attention to what you're doing? Oh my
Ah,
gosh, I hope I didn't burn that woman to death. The lady who's trying to kill you and whose face you just shot off, yeah, she's
yeah,
probably dead because you shot her to death. That's what happens usually when you fill someone full of lead.
but I don't
And
know why I'm there. So
yeah,
yeah, it's
golly, I
like
hope I
we're
didn't
just
kill some
randomly
innocent woman.
burning down. Apparently, we're just randomly burning down opera houses now for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, and
Like,
it's these people. So
where have
they're
you
not
been?
there. This is just. It's not just that it's incompetent and it's like I don't know why you're here. It's also you're not even paying attention to what's in front of you. You're not. You were not paying attention to this game while you were playing it. Sure, maybe you played it, but I don't think you paid attention to it, and I don't know what you were distracted with while you were supposed to be doing your job. Maybe you were listening to like an actual noir film and going, "Man, this would be so much better if it was so much more serious. Where's Bogey when you need him?" I'm like, I don't know what this guy was on, but it just it's insulting to everything that I love. I love games, I love noir, and I love noir satire, and I love cartoons. All of this pisses me off so much. Anyway, I'm done. I'm done. I gotta stop.
Seriously, we should move on. So Bungie is in trouble
Wait, they're in more trouble because we just looked at Marathon, and yes, they
So
are.
look at the title of the stream, because
Oh no, I
apparently,
saw that.
and I'm just like, there's no way, there's no way. So it all stems from this, of course.
The
Bungie is in
SPLC.
trouble. So
Mhm.
Bungie is the biggest game company supporting the just
Indicted.
Southern Poverty Law Center. Wait, they were indicted?
Yes, they
I have
were.
not
They
been
were
paying
indicted by the
attention to
DOJ, my
anything.
dude. Yes.
I haven't actually paid attention to politics in probably about a month. I've been so busy with work. Anyway, so the SPLC is accused of defrauding donors by directly funding leaders of those hate groups, including the KKK.
Yes.
What?
Oh yeah. See, the thing is that,
oh my god!
and the thing is that, so the thing that should be like super interesting, because the thing is that this has been called out by people that were called conspiracy nuts for the
Oh, I'm
longest
not
time.
surprised. It's like every conspiracy has been being proven true with the exception of the flat earthers. They're
Yeah.
the only ones who got the truth that it is not flat.
It's like, no, that's still wrong. They're like, when's it our time? It's never your time. It's not
Never
flat.
your
I'm
time.
so sorry for
Just
you.
go back to the cave, guys. Go back to the cave. Anyway, the FBI alleges funds were used to create more hate crimes. I'm not surprised. There was a website devoted to tracking fake hate crimes because they were getting so ridiculously common.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened to that site? I can't remember if Biden's DOJ took it down or not.
Probably. I mean, honestly,
I think it's no longer findable now because somebody took it out. You can figure out the scam from here. Raise money to fight hate groups. Fund hate groups to create real crime. Use crimes as evidence to raise more money.
Yep.
The SPLC was the real hate organization all along. I'm pretty sure we've said that mockingly, but also kind of meant it at the same time.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Anybody who would, if you lived through the 90s, the early aughts, you know that racism, it wasn't dead, because racism will never be
it
dead.
wasn't dead, but it
But it
was at an
was-
all-time low.
It was, because nobody cared. We were edgy boys, and we all made jokes about everybody, and we
Exactly.
didn't care.
It was the weirdest thing because nowadays, like racism is the top of everything now, right? And it feels like you got to walk on eggshells around certain things and stuff like that, and all this other stuff. But back in the day when I was growing
Thanks,
up, there was
Obama.
like no racism whatsoever, hardly. And back then, back when I lived in Kentucky, I lived near, like, in the city of anyway, a city. I can't think of what it was called. And I went to an inner city school. So there was people of various types and shades there. Nobody hated each other. We didn't have issues. We definitely don't have issues that inner city schools now have, apparently. Oh my gosh. Just seeing how some of these things are in New York and stuff is just, damn. I don't even know how the schools are functioning, to be totally honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, none of this stuff was ever a thing. It's like, yeah, so that was a black guy. Who cares? That guy's Mexican or whatever. That guy's Chinese or Asian or something. It's like, nobody gave a shit. And then Obama comes into office, and then apparently, I guess, suddenly, out of nowhere, hate for racism spikes.
Yeah, the funny thing is that, I mean,
like,
I thought that it was a travesty when he was elected, just because of the things that he was saying he would do, and a lot of the things that he did do, because he was a retard. But and people keep telling me he was eloquent, and I disagree, but whatever, it's fine. It's not my way. I don't like people who talk that slow and do that sort of, now, you got to listen to me. Okay, shut up. I hate that. It's so manipulative. Anyway, moving on. But I remember telling a friend of mine who was like, oh my gosh, I just love him so. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And yeah, he was like a hippy dippy blonde guy who was like, just, like, love is everything, one of those dudes. And I was like, you know what, I disagree with you on this, but I will say that the one good thing will be, at last we will be able to dispel the last bits of that retarded racism claim that we've got in our country, that America's a racist country. We'll finally be able to get rid of that. And no,
No, it got worse somehow.
no, he used his bully pulpit to basically say that everybody criticizing him was because they were a racist, and everything that happened to a black person was because of race. And he stoked those fires and used that to his advantage all of the time. And it was so disgusting and so frustrating. And I mean, and that's why we are where we are now, honestly. Um, and honestly, like, I mean, black people started taking themselves way, way more seriously. Like, honestly, still to this day, like, the most racist people that you meet are probably going to be people who are quote unquote minorities, because they've been told that everybody is racist against them. And they've started believing it, and then everybody else started believing it, and it's just become part of like what's happening. So these people all think that they're aggrieved and that they're being set upon, ergo we have this problem. Bungie, so I think that Bungie in this is actually Bungie is, I mean, I want to rag on Bungie because I hate them, but Bungie is actually a victim in this. They're not guilty of actually stoking racism. They're
Okay.
guilty. They've been fleeced, but they're guilty of being retarded. So that's
We-
their
We
greatest
know
crime
that
is
because
that
we know
utterly
what common
stupid.
sense is.
Yeah.
However, if we use their logic, okay,
This is true.
Bungie
Oh
is
no, they would.
racist.
They
I'm
absolutely.
sorry, but Bungie is an absolute racist company. Not that you guys were ever giving them money in the first place. I mean, let's be real here. If that mattered, the same people who get upset about these things weren't paying Bungie anything anyway, because we've seen the modern audience and all 472 of them who showed up for nothing. But yeah. So, telling them that Bungie's a racist company so they can go, oh, we're not going to buy from them anymore. It's like, well, that's fine, because you didn't come for the other places that supported you, so I don't expect you to. You're not in that slice of pie anyway. But yeah, I mean, using their logic, Bungie's a racist company. Bungie should be boycotted at all costs. In fact, somehow, I think Bungie is probably anti-trans while they're at it. So let's throw that in there and fight them like J.K. Rowling. Like, I want to see the same energy you guys put into fighting Hogwarts Legacy 2, or the energy you're about to put into that anyway, into fighting Bungie as well. Can we, guys? Can we? Please?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that we know that had the tables been turned on something else and some other company or group that was more antithetical to what Bungie stood for was victim of something like this, they would immediately not give that kind of grace. I mean, I kind of just like the mockery, honestly, and I'm like, hey, dude, how's that petard going? You hoisted that stuff way up there, didn't you? How you doing hanging on it? Because that breeze is getting difficult, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, it's just it's annoying, but yes, I will say I know that they are victims in this story. They're victims of being idiots, and they yeah,
Aren't
and
they
they
always?
actually did wind up, and I'm just like, dude, you guys did wind up funding hate, funding crime, funding all of these horrible things that happened that you guys were thinking that you were against. So a lot of your money was kind of stolen and used for evil. You should
Well, it's
probably
okay, because we don't
reflect.
talk about all that stolen money that BLM did either.
Dude,
I don't even know whatever happened there. Like, did anybody ever get indicted for that or jailed, or I don't know.
I don't think they did, because they were caught during the Biden era.
Yeah, probably.
So
Gotta,
that DOJ probably didn't, and this DOJ is doing other things. We're
busy.
Yeah, they're very
I
busy.
mean, technically, the SPLCA or SPLC, sorry, whatever their acronym is, they're a bigger fish.
They
than,
are.
The guy or the woman who bought 4 mansions off of BLM money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah,
So,
that's the thing, and
right.
that's why I'm just like, that's why I'm not mad about it. Yes, we are blind. Thank you so much, Zio.
You're welcome.
PC
Blame
Gamer,
PC
why?
Gamer. So, Turtle WoW Classic server announced shutdown after Blizzard wins injunction.
What?
Turtle WoW is being shut down.
Well, yeah. I mean, what does that mean?
Okay, so there was a Classic server who has expanded on WoW Classic,
Mm-hmm.
and they've had their own little team, and they have made huge expansions, like beyond the additional of WoW Classic.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all thematically correct and all this other stuff, and it was a big thing, and it was great. And then because people who used to go to Nostalgia, which got shut down by Blizzard, they were forced to go elsewhere. So naturally, they started going to Turtle WoW. Turtle WoW has been getting really big, um, which means it put itself on Blizzard's radar, and
Mm.
Blizzard can monetize you coming to play the less better version of the game, right? Through them by just striking it down. So they straight up took these guys to court, and they put up a good fight, but apparently they have lost.
That's
So
too bad.
and that sucks.
Yeah, it does. It does. It really
So,
does.
but they were hit with a cease and desist from Blizzard after a judge ruled in the studio's favor regarding a copyright infringement suit filed last September. Court documents reveal that the two parties reached a settlement that hinged on certain actions that are required to be taken part or certain parties. And today, the other shoe dropped for anyone still playing the modded MMO. A forum post announced a couple of complete shutdown on the project. So, working
It's a
on Turtle
bummer.
WoW has been a highlight of our lives. The adventure you had, the battles you fought, the friends you met, it all made it worthwhile. We hope you will cherish these memories. What we leave behind are fond memories of an 8-year-long journey, and we hope you will remember it every now and then. The servers will close May 14th, and all servers will be all servers have been shot forward to the final patch. For those who want to see the new raid before the project sunsets. So, yeah, that sucks. I hate Blizzard. Another reason for me to hate Blizzard. Like,
Yeah.
serious. It's like, if Blizzard was actually, if Blizzard had the superior product, that'd be
Yeah.
one thing. I mean, sure, it sucks that I've got to pay them for the superior product, but they don't.
Yeah.
Turtle WoW was literally the superior product to WoW Classic on Blizzard's current servers.
Mm-hmm.
Because not only did they take out Nostalgia, which was the biggest Classic server at its time,
Mm-hmm.
because at the time Blizzard didn't offer Classic as a thing for you to pay for, right?
Yeah.
It was current WoW or no WoW, right? So they shut down Nostalgia. And then 2 years later, they opened up Classic. Okay, so, we saw that move coming. Figured that's why they had done it. And then 2 years later, they were like, yep, here's Classic. And it launched, and it was okay. But that was the bait, right?
Mm-hmm.
For them to fuck it up. Because now Classic isn't exactly Classic anymore. It's a mixture of Classic and Current, where they've brought in certain systems that Classic didn't have, but Current does. And then they brought in Ching Ching, the cash money shop. Ching Ching the cash. Anyway.
Yeah, that you need to explain that for a second.
Not what you were thinking. They already had that audience. Anyway. This is why they have a version of WoW out there that doesn't drop bones, and it's just a gravestone when you die. Anyway, they brought in the cash money shop to Classic WoW of all things, and then they allowed you to buy WoW tokens and stuff through it, which then made things pay to win, to a certain extent, and yeah, so it's downgrade.
Yeah.
Right? It was Classic, and then they brought it in, and then they started putting in all this other stuff. Like, no, trust me, it will enhance the Classic experience. It's like, yeah, okay, I can buy WoW tokens in Classic. That does not help. But okay. So yeah, they're shutting down Turtle Well, and that sucks. It really does.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. Like it's just when you have someone who's people who are this creative and who are able to make things like this, you're like, dude, maybe it's time to kind of, use these you've acquired a certain set of skills, as it were. Can you use these in a different setting? Can you use this in a different way and make something that's better than
See,
this garbage game?
if it was like say 20 years ago, I feel like that would have been the move, right? Or
Yeah.
30 years ago, I guess at this point, it's like they would have been like, we need to hire you. you
Well,
know?
now I'd just be like, you know what? It's so easy to make a game
And
now.
nowadays they're just like, shut that shit down, forget those people existed, and let's have our inferior people do shit.
Yeah, but I mean, if they know enough of the ins and outs of this, they could actually build their own game based on the information that they have, the knowledge that they have, and the understanding that they have. Because the thing is that building a basic game is not as hard as it used to be. It used to be very, very prohibitive, but now, I mean, I think that they could be able to. I mean, it won't be as polished as WoW was, whatever. But I think that it could be something that's done, and I'm just like, guys, you could stop piggybacking off of something that, I mean, it wasn't yours, of course, but you were making it better. So just take something else and make it good. And I mean, it sucks, but the thing is, like, that's what happens when you're playing with the neighborhood kids ball. They
Yeah.
can take it. They can go home. It doesn't matter that you, like, repainted the ball and you filled it up with air and everything. It's still their freaking ball, and it's yeah, it sucks that they don't appreciate what you did, but it's still their ball no matter what, and, yeah, I mean, life sucks
Yeah, it,
sometimes.
it does. It just sucks that it's going to go away. Anyway, so let's move on to hold management accountable. Protect the devs.
What?
Former Halo art director employs fans to direct anger where it belongs after allegations of unlawful acts.
What?
After claims of misconduct at Halo Studios, Glenn is that Israel?
It
Anyway,
is.
wants fans to criticize management, not the devs.
We can do both.
I mean, yeah, we can't absolutely do both.
I'm sorry, sir. Did you think that I only had one sprinkle of salt? No, 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 no. I've got a bucket. I can
No,
sprinkle just as
this
liberally.
like I feel like I've heard this before.
Yeah.
It's just like the devs are at fault here too, guys. Right? It's like no, the devs are victims here, and it's like no, they're not.
Well,
A lot of
sometimes
the
they are,
times
but
they're
it's
not.
it's
Like there are, I'm sure there are lots of them that are the victims, but
Mhm.
when we talk about the devs, we're talking about the ones that are in charge, the ones who actually have that voice or something that can do things.
Yeah, we're
The
talking about
ones
management
who
devs.
make decisions and stuff. We're not talking about Jimmy Bob and Three Toes Tommy, who's in the art department, trying to figure out how to reskin this wall for the 50,000th time to try and make it look like something different. Because Sandy is too busy drinking coffee and chatting about high heels or something. We're talking about the guys in charge, not them.
Mhm.
But anyway, Halo Studios, the rebranded 343 Industries development studio that served as the stewards of the Halo franchise and completely destroyed it. Um, yeah, anyway, has found itself in quite the scandal recently. About 2 weeks ago, former Halo Studio art director Glenn alleged that several instances of unethical and unlawful acts have occurred.
No.
Oh, scandalous!
Dun dun dun.
With the studio, including cases of blacklisting, fraud, rampant favoritism, cronyism, in the hiring and promotion processes and harassment campaigns orchestrated to oust unwanted workers, he claimed, months after his 2025 departure. So, you remember all the times where we say, like, DEI is bad and how
Yeah,
they
because it
do
is.
this? by
Mhm.
pushing out the old white crusty guy that they've said that they're trying to do and all
Mhm.
these things. It's like, you know, and then they hire in the people that think like them who are activists and not developers and shit like that.
Mhm.
That's what they're guilty of doing, and their main art guy is saying, yes, that's all fucking true. No fucking shit. So the conspiracy, once again, has been founded to be true.
Imagine
Gosh,
my
and you should
shock.
call us Nostradamus at this point, the amount of times we have predicted this shit.
Yeah. It's almost
uh,
like it's almost tiresome at this point. I'm just like, I don't even wanna be right anymore, dude. Like, it's just
it is tiring being right so many times. Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, this guy spilled all the beans recently, which was
The bean
just
spiller.
that. It was pretty much, yes, they are doing that. Yes, they are pushing out people with experience because they're not, you know, the in crowd
Mhm.
anymore, or they don't think like them, or whatever it is, and they've got to put other people into that position because they like the gays or something, or they are the gays. I don't know, something like that. Um, you know, and that's what's wrong with Halo Studios right now. And it's like, yeah, that and like every other AAA gaming company that we have said has been happening, but then people keep telling us how wrong we are and why are you so upset about the blacks not getting a job? And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Every time they say that bullshit too. It's like, no, DEI is bad. That has nothing to do with the blacks getting a job or not.
Yeah.
Like, no joke. I'm pretty sure somebody told me that once, twice, maybe three times actually. Why am I so against black people getting a job? It is like, what? Can they not get the job without the help of DEI? Like,
That's
I,
the
I,
part
I I feel like if I got the job because of, you know, you're black, you got it, or you're white, you got it, I would feel a little bit less about having that job.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
that's the thing that's so insulting.
Yeah, it's insulting.
that's why black people who actually have some sort of, I don't know, pride and sense see that this is actually an insult when people say, "Oh, well, I mean, would you have had that job without DEI?" That's why it's insulting, and that's why when not to get political or anything, but it's a point.
Uh,
When Trump called, golly, who was it? Kamala a DEI hire back when they was
we
and the
all called
left
that one.
got so pissed. They were like, "How dare you?" And like,
She
"So you're saying it's
was
an
though.
insult then, right?" Like, "'Cause she got there 'cause she's good." Like, yes,
No.
exactly. That's what we've been saying, you retards. Why do you not see that that's insulting when you say that? When you say, "If there's no DEI, no black people will be hired." That's insulting. You're saying
Yeah.
we suck. You're saying we didn't get the good, and we totes did, or those of us who are good at our jobs did, and if not, we shouldn't have that job because we should know that we're bad and we should feel bad. So, like,
Oh.
you shouldn't have something you didn't earn. Like, it's not good for you. It's not good for society. It's not good for anybody. It's all of the bad.
Oh gosh, yeah, and that was the DEI hire we all saw coming too.
Yeah.
It's just like, who's Biden going to pick for his VP? And it's like, oh, it's going to be like that one chick, because she hits like all the DEI boxes,
Oh, yeah, 'cause
guaranteed.
she
And
was
then Kamala Harris is the new, running mate of Joe Biden. It's like, are you really? No
imagine
fucking
my
kidding.
shock.
You don't
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Oh, but anyway.
The funny thing is that it's the same thing with, Ketanji Brown Jackson Brown, whatever her name is, the dumbest person on the Supreme Court right now, and
Yeah,
that
I'm telling. Like,
dude, that was a running gun battle for a minute there, though, because Sotomayor is not exactly firing on all the cylinders either, but
apparently not. No, I saw her. What was it? I don't know what they did with this, but I think it was birthright citizenship, and
yes.
she arguing for it. And I was just like, that is the dumbest thing I think I have ever heard in my entire life. And I am not a judge. I am not a lawyer, but No, that is not how this fucking works. I don't go to Italy and pay into the Italy system and buy a croissant and suddenly, I am French.
Yeah,
See, that's not how it fucking works. Are you
yeah,
stupid bitch? Go home somewhere else. Like, there's no way you are an American. Like,
yeah,
I will ship you to any island along
yes,
with everybody else who thinks like you, because you guys need an island where
yeah.
you can manage yourselves in this way so we can watch the greatest experiment of our lives take place
Oh,
and
it would be
watch it
so
melt.
funny.
Like, that needs to happen. But I heard her defending that, and I'm assuming they upheld it or something. I don't know. That's what I heard they were
They
planning to
haven't
do.
finished deliberating on it, but the thing is that
Oh, okay.
they're in fear of striking it down.
I want
Um,
them to. I want them to be done with birthright citizenship so bad.
yes, the Americans do. Well, I'm sorry, the Americans that won the last presidency, they do,
Yeah,
but a lot of other people don't. And the thing is that they're trying to kind of pretend like they don't understand what reading and understanding the purpose of the amendment. What is it? 14th Amendment? Oh,
I don't
golly.
know.
The one that was supposed to be, it was written basically to grant citizenship to slaves,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
And
That seems to be the thing.
yeah, and that's exactly what it was there for. It was just there to do that. And then all of a sudden, all of these people decided to use it as to do basically what they call a birthright tourism, which
Yeah,
is why we have a
I'm not
Hassan
sure
Piker living in our country.
who thought that was a good idea, but yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
it's a loophole. It's a loophole because it's not written perfectly, because no laws are going to be written perfectly, because it's written by humans and humans are not perfect. But the thing is that just because there's a loophole doesn't mean that it's not being exploited, and maybe we should actually fix that. But
yeah,
the thing is that there can be an argument wherein you say, "Well, okay, you should fix it though, because we're not here to determine what people meant or what, what's being used as an exploit. Y'all need to fix your law, like rewrite that then." The problem would be then though, we're probably not going to get that rewritten given what our I mean, we can't even get it to where we can demand that,
we need to just remove it.
yeah, well, at this point, yes. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm good on that. I'm like, let's just eat that. But they don't want to do that either. They will not want to do that. And I think that we have enough people who are spineless and we have enough people who benefit from it. And both of those parties combined will just they'll be like, "No, I don't wanna." So,
yeah.
yeah,
Anyways, she needs to be removed from the
she
Supreme Court
does. She's
by
she's
any
a
means
retard.
necessary.
She is an embarrassment to every group that she
Like,
belongs to.
I don't know how anybody in their right mind can make that and then think that they are to be taken seriously
Yeah.
ever again.
Like, if you like, the thing is,
It's like,
even if
you
you
need to
wanna
be the
argue.
one with the dunce cap on your head every time they
Yeah,
deliberate or show up to court or something. That should be like permanent as part of your get up when you walk in there as a Supreme Court justice now with the dunce cap. And it's like, yeah, you are definitely the DEI hire of this court.
yeah. Yeah, I would just be like, "Dude, I mean, if you can make a bad argument, um, but make it sound good, Like, but she can't even
You
do
can't
that,
even do that.
That's the thing,
How?
I'm just sitting here just, like, my mouth was just, like, hanging open, like, "What?" I mean,
How? How do you even come to that? Like, no other country in the fucking world
no,
has this thing
no,
but us.
no. Yeah,
And you're
exactly.
gonna make that the argument. It's like, by that entire standard, I
Yeah,
can go to Italy, fuck something up in Italy, and now I'm Italian.
yeah.
It's like, no, that's not how it fucking works, honey.
Yeah,
Not
absolutely
anywhere
not, and the
close.
And so the funny thing is the best argument that they have, if they wanna keep it, would be write a better law then. We're not here to rewrite laws. That's not what we do. We just interpret the laws as written, and this is how it's written. If you guys wanna change it, you guys go rewrite the law. That's it. You cannot make an argument on any other basis because all of the other bases are stupid. They are so, so stupid, as we heard with Ms. what's her face. I don't remember. Like I hate it when people hyphenate most of the time because I'm just like I don't remember which name comes first, and I don't care that much. Um, but yeah, it's just yeah. I don't know how we got into this, but yeah, just DEI. That's how we got
It
into
was
this.
DEI.
DEI
We
and her being
turned
the
from
DEI.
DEI
Yes.
to all sorts of things. Anyway, so let's talk about Microsoft cutting Game Pass prices.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure we recently had talked about game or
Game.
was Asha talking about how game price or how she was concerned that Game Pass cost too much.
It did, dude. It was like
Yeah.
$30 a month, wasn't it?
Oh
I
yeah, it's
was
going to be
like,
dropping
dude.
down to 22.
Oh, well, then in that case,
Now,
uh,
however, in order to achieve this, they're going to remove Call of Duty
I don't
from
care.
the day one launch,
I don't care.
which it's totally fine. Like this is something that needed to happen. It's like I don't know how many times we've talked about this. You know how they constantly tell us, it's like 3 million players, and
Mhm.
then you find out 90% of it is from Game Pass.
Yeah.
It's like this has been a problem for Microsoft for a very long time. I love Game Pass. I really do. I still do. Even
I
though it's
know.
too expensive to have.
It
I love
is.
Game Pass. However, it's too damn expensive, and because they keep putting what few first party title type thingies or titles that they own, right?
Mhm.
On it, day one, they're losing money.
So many dollar
It's
dues.
like
It's
this
such a bad
last Call
idea.
of Duty, not only did it fail horribly because nobody bought the damn thing, the bulk of its players were through Game Pass.
Mhm.
And they hated it and then uninstalled it. They didn't even pay for it. And I get it. There's going to be somebody who's like, well, technically it wasn't free because you're paying for Game Pass. Yeah. I get it. You pay $30 for Game Pass. Now, divide 30 by 600, please, and tell me how much I paid for Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Actually, that is I'm actually kind of curious. What is this? Remind me later. Oh, upgrade to Windows 11. I'm sorry. Upgrade to the new Windows 11 PC to enhance your security. Continuous updates. No, fuck off. No, just go away. Stupid Windows. Anyway. So let's see. What was it? $30. Divide that by no wait, they have like 500 games on it now, right? So
Mhm.
500. Oh, I paid a whole 6 cents for Call of Duty. Whoop de damn fucking do. It's practically free at that point. I'm just paying for Game Pass. But anyway,
Yeah.
because I sorry, I've seen that one idiot pop up too many times when
Yeah,
you
because you have
talk
to
about
ask
these
yourself.
things, like, well, technically you're paying for Game Pass, so you're not getting it for free. It's like it's a free fucking game. It's 6 cents. I mean, anyway. So yeah, they're losing money when you pay 6 cents.
Mhm.
You practically paid 6 cents for Call of Duty, which was a $70 fucking game.
Yeah, because I mean, you have to ask yourself, what are they getting from this? They're not getting the full benefit of all of those dollar dues. They're getting a percentage, and probably a small one at that, um, of whatever it is that Xbox is getting, or whatever Microsoft is getting, because that's the only way that it makes sense. Now, I will wonder though if the amount that how they measure that up, because there's no way that they're paying the same amount to I don't know, the Silk Song devs as they are to the Call of Duty devs for,
Well, the Call of
allowing them
Duty
to have their
devs are
game.
their people,
Mhm.
right? Because I think Microsoft owns Activision now, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see. Activision owner is Microsoft. Pretty sure they're Microsoft now. Yes, Activision Blizzard is fully owned by Microsoft. Yeah, that's what I thought. The acquisition was complete back in 2023 for a total cost of $68.7 billion. Holy fucking shit. I that's right. I forgot. They paid over $60 billion for Activision Blizzard. But
Dang.
what that netted them was it got them Blizzard Entertainment, it got
Mhm.
them Activision, and it got them King. So Candy Crush is their top earner.
Ugh.
They got the Candy Crush billions out of that acquisition. Anyway, so yeah, when they Call of Duty is theirs 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm sure there's a licensing or there's a fee or there's something with like Silksong or something where Silksong gets a kickback. Team Cherry, I'm
Yeah.
sure they get a kickback, but I don't think Call of Duty got jack shit.
Well, they're going to put it into that bucket though, because they want to be able to utilize that money for future development in that sort of thing. They want to know their numbers no
Oh
matter
yeah, I'm
what.
sure they
Like
do, but
to
I mean,
know
it's
whether or not
all
the juice
still
is worth the
Microsoft
squeeze.
number.
Yeah, to know whether or not the juice is worth the squeeze. And I think that from the fact that they're going to cease doing this now, we kind of know that it's not it's
Now,
absolutely not worth it.
rumor has it that they were going to make a special Game Pass for these types of things.
Yeah, see,
Like
that's what I
Call
was
of
thinking
Duty
they were
would
going to
be
do.
like they would make a special Game Pass that would have their first party titles, but I think they're going to run into the same problem
Mhm.
because essentially what they're trying to do is double dip on Game Pass at that point.
Mhm.
But
Oh, they wouldn't do that. Never,
I
no.
think they're going to run into a problem where people cancel their Game Pass and then pick up the special Game Pass because that's got the game they want on it.
Mhm.
And there's no sense of having the other one. So then they're going to run into where, well, instead of paying $70 for, Call of Duty, it's now $12 because it's one of two games on their Game Pass version or whatever
Mhm.
however many first party titles Microsoft technically has, I guess.
Mhm.
But I think they'll run into a same problem where they're going to wind up not making as much as they could have if they just didn't put it on the service at all
Yeah.
for a year. If they
I
wait
mean,
a
it's
year
still
and then put it on
$23 a
there,
month.
yeah, I would say it's sold all it's going to sell, and people are about getting ready to buy the new one at that point.
Yeah. That was a terrible time to take a drink, by the way. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry, I expected you to start saying something.
Well, I said, yeah, I'm just like, there's really nothing more just to say on
Nothing more
that.
to say. Well,
We
you
are
know
out of
what?
words. I mean,
Listen,
I concur with your assessment, sir. And then you were like,
Australia.
let me drink now that you just said yeah. And I was like, nope, that was not the time,
That
sir.
was not the time. Nope, I'm sorry, but the water was calling.
You can
Australia.
usually tell when a rant is coming because I'll start talking a little bit faster and I'll be like, see, okay, here's what it goes. Like I'll do something like that. That's usually like my tell, not to give away my poker hand, but yeah.
You just came back with a yeah, and I was in mid grab, and I was like, shit, she's not gonna keep going. Is she?
And you're like,
Fuck.
it's okay, I've
This
already
was
committed.
bad. Well,
I've
I'm
already
following
committed.
through now. So Australia, those people in that penal colony that nobody gives a shit about?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, Australia wants to know how Valve is combating extreme right communities on Steam.
Why?
Australia.
Why not extreme left?
Nobody
Why not just
cares.
extreme? I mean,
nobody cares.
the nobody cares aside, like, why are they pinpointing only extreme right? You do know that extreme like horseshoe theory is real. The circle is
I don't
actually
know.
unbroken.
See,
Both
they're part of the extreme left, so they can't target themselves.
But I mean, at least pretend, Then when they say, "Oh, we're going against these people," and then they just go, "Oh, they're not extreme. You're just wrong." You could do that, But at least I don't understand why people say things and don't realize that they look retarded. Like that just looks retarded and it looks very biased. I guess they don't care because they're Australia and they can lock their own people up and put them in concentration camps. So
Yeah,
they're like,
they
we're
did do a
Australia.
lot of that.
Yeah, I'm not letting that go. I'm like, oh, I'm never going there.
Yeah, didn't they lose a war to like emus or something?
They did lose a war to emus. Good on you for knowing that.
Yeah. It's like, do I really want to concern myself the thought of people who can't even fight a flightless bird?
A stupid flightless bird.
Yeah, stupid flightless bird. Taboo. It's like, do I really care about your guys' opinions? No, not really. But anyway, we talked about it for a second, so congratulations, you made the news. Nintendo's getting sued.
Really?
Yes. So I don't quite understand the maths here, or how any of this worked. But you know how Nintendo released the Switch 2, and then it was increasing that price because of tariffs, and then that
Mhm.
price was increased worldwide except for Japan. And I kept questioning why is it being increased in Europe if the tariffs are only on America or from America or whatnot.
Mhm.
And since I'm not like this genius political geopolitical tariff fiend at math or anything, it's like I never really get any further because I don't understand any of that shit. But anyway, so that's right. Nintendo is now suing our government over the tariffs because apparently some judge somewhere said that our president couldn't institute tariffs, which I'm pretty sure our president can institute. Like that's part of his job. But
Yeah.
anyway, again, that's what the whole activist judge is just doing the opposite of what our president legally can do.
Yeah, well, that went to
Um,
the Supreme Court, and that's what the Supreme Court ruled.
was it the Supreme Court? That was another one of their things that I was just like, that was stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. That
So,
again, that
when
was
you hear all
stupid.
those people who are whining and saying like, "Oh, Trump owns the Supreme Court." No, he doesn't. Are you
Well,
not
apparently not when they clap back with us. Anyway,
Yeah.
so Nintendo is suing, I guess, the government for
Mhm.
the tariffs now, right?
Yep.
And then I was like, wait a second. So if I remember correctly, Nintendo raised the prices because of the tariffs. So is
Supposedly.
somebody going to sue Nintendo for artificially raising their prices over the tariffs? Like, is that going to be a thing? And I think that's what we're getting now.
Yep.
So gamers sue Nintendo to get tariff money back because apparently they were going to get that money back or something.
Mhm.
And then everyone else is like, well, wait a second. Where's mine back?
Yeah, they're like, "No, no, no, you didn't suffer, sir, because you actually raised prices to counter that. You don't get this money back. This
Yeah,
goes back to
it's like
customers
you did the you
according
pushed
to
it
your
off
own
on the yeah.
rationale." Yeah, you just said you said, "We're raising prices because the prices got raised on us. Ergo, you must now give this money back to the people who actually were bothered by it then. You weren't bothered by it because you just passed that buck on to the next guy. The next guy is the person who gets that money, not you. You don't get to sue for this. You can sue for this and waste your money, giving it to the lawyers, and then you can just hand that money over and you're just gonna be out of lawyer fees. That would be the reasonable thing based upon what they've said and what the so-called rationale is of all of this. So, yeah, they should probably just take a seat. I mean, it's Nintendo, so they're not going to, but they should probably, like, sit
Yeah,
down and like, "No, sir, this is
but
not your time. This is not for you."
apparently they alleged Nintendo raised product prices in response to Trump era tariffs. Yes, they did. They said they were.
That's
Like
what
you
they
said,
said.
they passed that cost on to the consumer on purpose. They told us
Mhm.
they were doing that, which were later ruled unconstitutional and then kept the government refunds instead of lowering prices or returning the savings to the customer, which last time I checked, Nintendo Switch is still ungodly expensive
Yep.
for a Switch 2, even though they've been ruled they don't have to have that. But I'm not surprised because I'm pretty sure it's that price worldwide. The only place that is different is Japan,
Mhm.
and that was their excuse.
Yep.
The thing, and I was like, but why is it that expensive in Europe then, or Canada, or anywhere else? Anyway, filed in Washington State, the suit seeks to represent all American buyers who purchased a Nintendo product at those higher prices between February 1st to February 24th, 2026. So
That's
yeah,
that's very funny, and
yeah, no,
I hope
that
that
was
I hope
hilarious.
that that happens.
Me too.
I do. Well,
I really do. No,
I'm salty about the whole, like, "No, you actually can't use tariffs." Yes, you can. I mean, you might not like it, you might
yeah.
think it's not nice. That's irrelevant, though. That doesn't mean that he can't do it. Like, it's again, this is not how the law is supposed to work. This is not how judges are supposed to behave, but they just get over it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop.
Listen, it is all such.
I'm
I
so
feel like
tired.
it's all work of fiction at this point. Like
Mhm.
I feel maybe simulations theory is true. And they ran out of ideas in 2012 because everything was supposed to shut down. And for whatever reason, the servers are still running. And now it's just the code is getting corrupted. Like maybe that's what's going on. The code is getting corrupted, and then we're all going to wake up at some point in whatever white suit that's got us plugged into whatever at some point, and it turns out we live in a utopia where we've been living our second lives or some bullshit, and forget this even happened. But anyway.
I don't think that the simulation would be this retarded. Like the bugs
That's
would
why
be
the code is corrupting.
well,
right?
no. If the code was corrupted, it would be. I think it would be more corrupted on a more fundamental level, like gravity turned off.
Listen, that's supposed to happen at some point. I actually have that one in my calendar. Let me look it up real quick. You talk.
That was the end of my point, though. That's like true. If it was a true simulation, there would be more bugs and errors rather than people being retarded. Like people being retarded is not it. That's a feature. that's what we do. Like we're always retarded. Like you can see this through human history. We're not like especially more retarded than before. We're just retarded in different ways. But
okay, for some reason, I don't know why.
yeah.
So mark your calendars, people. August 12th at 9:33 a.m. Eastern Time, the world will lose gravity for 7 seconds. I don't know why. I heard it somewhere, and I put it in my calendar out of curiosity. But apparently that is what's supposed to happen.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding. I wonder if I can bring up something on it. Because I haven't really looked into it. Let's see. August, what was it, 12th? 2026. Earth loses gravity 7 seconds. Like, I heard it somewhere. I put it in my calendar out of curiosity just to remind me of it. Just to see it. Okay, so the AI is telling me, no, the Earth will not lose gravity for 7 seconds. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not expecting it to. This has been debunked by NASA. You don't say. That's not what I want to hear. Anyway. Let's see. On August 12th, 2026, a total solar eclipse will occur.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Which is likely why the date was chosen for the hoax. Well, I don't care. I just want to hear why. I don't care that NASA said it's not true. I know it's not going to actually happen. Okay, like guys, this is. I'm not really thinking this is real or anything, but I thought it was interesting. Yeah, Earth will be losing gravity for 7 seconds. Real or fake? Like it's enough for them to actually write an article about it. Apparently. Okay, so who started the claims? On December 31st, 2025, Instagram user posted I don't use Instagram, so brief video with a text overlay that reads on it's one of those things. Oh my god. It's one of those, really. So there's like this rash or not a rash, but there's occasionally like somebody, I've seen them on TikTok. It will be this video. It's about 15 or 30 seconds long, and it's got like the big pulsating music kind of thing, right? And it's got text on it, and it's got like this high definition picture of space or something else, and it will say like December whatever, this thing is going to happen. Sometime between these dates, this thing's going to happen, kind of deal. And it's going to list like 3 or 4 predictions on it. Not one of them have ever been true.
Well, yeah.
But it's still kind of funny to just look at it, right? It's like, it would be interesting. So it was one of those, really? The world will lose gravity for 7 seconds. They're preparing.
NASA knows.
Tell us why.
Yeah. I don't know why it's always. I don't know. I get tired with conspiracy theories. I really do. I'm just like, look, there are enough bad things that are actually true.
I wish YouTube wouldn't have crusaded against them. I love
Yeah.
conspiracy theories.
Well, that's the thing though, that they start that's when they get that justification. "Oh, they're shutting me up because I'm over the target." And I'm like, "Now it's worse. Why did you do that?"
Yeah, they got that whole 2020 what was it, 2024 predictions or whatnot totally wrong. Uh which sucks.
What were the 2024 predictions?
I think it was 2024. Okay, so there was a thing I saw a long time ago, like really a long time ago when I was still an over the road truck driver. And it was like essentially like footage from a time traveler or something, like pictures or something.
Of
Now,
course, of course.
naturally, it's fake,
Yeah.
right? But because I love to see these things because they're interesting, right? I was like, well, that would be interesting. Um, and I guess technically Trump kind of does embody some of the rhetoric I remembered seeing. Um, but it was a different guy. So maybe it was kind of true. Anyway, but yeah. And one, I think the White House was upside down.
Of course.
Yeah, because aliens or something like that. And I was looking at it and I was just like, I'm pretty sure I've seen that Wrigley's attraction. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have that over in like Sevierville or something, not far from here. Like a Pigeon Forge or whatever it's called. I can't think of what it's called. It's the place where Dollywood is, or near. But anyway, so yeah, the world will lose gravity August 12th. Put it in your calendar, people. We're going to see how that works.
I
How
mean,
that is.
for 7 whole seconds, how
Whole
far
seconds.
how far off Earth could you travel in that time? If everything loses gravity for 7 seconds, can you imagine the sheer amount of devastation? Like, everything breaks.
Well, yeah, it's just like I think a lot of the if that was to ever happen, there would be a
Mhm.
lot of deaths from things falling on people.
Yes.
I mean,
Buildings
and I
collapsing,
was just like,
etcetera.
and I'm curious about it too because it's like imagine a building, okay, and you've got the foundation and stuff. Does the foundation just lift up for 7 seconds? Like, is that going to start lifting up, or is the foundation like into the ground, so maybe it won't actually lift up? And it's just like, could you imagine if a skyscraper just started lifting up along with every building next to it? The
Yeah.
cities would be cooked.
I mean,
Like, I mean, just everything when it drops back down,
yeah.
you're dead.
But, I
Something's
mean,
falling
just
on you.
imagine people. Give 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. How high could you float in 7 seconds?
I think it depends on your momentum. Like if you were in the middle of maybe jumping or something, you could go pretty far. If you were
Yeah.
just sitting there, you might hit the ceiling, right? But then the building you're in is also floating. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, people just walking around outside, cars floating up for
Oh
7
yeah.
seconds.
Cars just suddenly just airborne. And
Yeah.
it's like, we're playing GTA for real now? Okay.
Yeah.
This is gonna suck.
Yeah, that would be a lot of deaths right there.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, that's just and that's the thing, I'm just like, it's not even, like, something where you'd be like, "Oh, for 7 milliseconds or nanoseconds, you won't even notice it," but it happened, and you just didn't even notice it. I mean, you could do that with, like, nanoseconds. You cannot do that with 7 actual seconds. That wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But, I mean, at least they dream big, you know? You reach for the stars, sir. You jump on in August. You do that. You can make
I
it.
sure as heck ain't. I think I'm gonna tie myself to the ground just in case. It's like, what you doing over there? It's like, just trust the process. Here in like 1 minute, we're gonna find out if this thing is rooted to the ground or not, or if these trees are gonna float. But no, I hate the fact that YouTube like nuked all that shit for the most part because that stuff was so much fun to listen to and it was so interesting. Just the things that people come up with.
Yeah, and I'm just like, "We don't need a simulation to bug. The characters in the simulation are bugged." Like, you just
They're a feature.
yeah. The whole point of the simulation is messed up, y'all.
Anyway, so that was it.
Do we have something funny to look at?
We could find something funny to look at, yeah. Let's see. So we're not completely cooked in the world. There we go.
What is this?
All right. I refuse to accept this information. I was 3 years old when I found out what the Lion King was actually saying. Oh, for fuck's sake. Please don't tell me this is going to do something I'm going to hate.
I don't know.
South African.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I can do it.
Do it.
So
Ready?
you sing it like Nansingonya Bagiti Baba.
You were way off.
Ingonyama.
All right.
That's how
You
you
said,
say it.
Oh.
yeah, what does it mean?
It
That.
means, look, there's a lion. Oh my God.
You're joking. That is not what that means.
What?
That is not
No.
what that means.
That's exactly what it means.
That's what it means. Look, there's a lion. Oh my God.
It's a
Look,
lion.
there's a lion. Oh my God.
It's a lion.
It makes so much
South
sense.
African.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I can do it.
Do it.
So
Ready?
you sing it like
It makes so much sense too.
I'm sorry, the language happens to be literal, y'all. I mean, it's true. There is a lion. And you should be amazed. Be amazed. It's a lion. And I'm like, well, yeah, but it is a lion. It sounds so much better in the original Klingon, you know? What is this?
Oh, that's great. I thought it was going to be something like really bad or something. I don't know.
Oh, like, oh
Just
no, there's actually
change the
secret
meaning
penises
of the
or
Lion
something,
King
yeah.
or something. No, it's the starting of that song that nobody knows the meaning to, and it's just like, there's a lion. Oh my God. I was like, what?
It's a
No way.
lion.
Really?
Yes.
That's not what I was singing. But again, I'm pretty sure I wasn't singing words.
Nah, we're all like,
We're all making up our own lyrics for that part.
all right.
Sending out an SOS.
All right.
I'm sending out an SOS. I am about 1 mile south of Key West, Florida, and there is a pod of strange, half-naked fish women trying to lure me to my death. Wait, no, let me correct myself. There's at least one twink. But yeah, they're all singing at me. I think they're trying to lure me to the edge of the boat so they can drown me. Stop staring at me with them big old bug eyes, you creepy little bastards. Stop throwing shit into my boat. I'm sending out an SOS. I am about 1
That's great. No, correction, there's at least one twink. Oh, fuck you, doodles. I love that stuff.
Oh man, those are so funny.
Oh, they are. All right. So
Okay.
this is going to be the end of the show, people.
It's the end of the show.
End of the show. So, what are we doing next week?
I am actually not sure. Like I did mention at the beginning, I'm probably going to be crazy busy. I actually take off a little bit of time every week on Thursdays so that I can stream, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that. So, on the positive side, just yesterday we did finish up Wind Waker, so slate's clean. I will try to play something if I'm able to. That'll be great, but it'll be a bonus. So yeah, for the next month, I'm pretty much like Meg tied to computer,
Meg's going to be
send
busy.
help and cookies. So yeah, but we'll see. I'll try to stream. We'll see. I'm not sure, so I don't really want to like make it. Yeah, I kept getting set on fire. I hate those guys because they keep disappearing. So when you try and you like they disappear and then they reappear and you never know where they are and they suck. Anyway, it makes me mad. Okay, it just does. Like they suck. So anyway, and these guys decided to like jump out at you because they were hiding in the jars because they're jerks. And then you have this guy who's disappearing and shooting at you. I hate that guy. Man, I hate that guy. Anyway, so yeah, I did kill him eventually though. Anyway, yeah. So if I'm able to stream, guys, it'll be a bonus, and yay, that would be very exciting. So it would be on Thursday, at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time, and I don't know what I will play yet. I was thinking of maybe just playing. I should not be on fire here. I don't do well when I have things and I can't find them and they're shooting at me. It bothers me. This is why I don't do well
Don't
in
do
first
well
person
on
shooters
fire.
either. I do terribly in first person shooters as well because of that. So yeah. Yeah, but if so, then I might just play Twilight Princess just because A, I have it, and two, it's in the franchise and I enjoy the game. If I remember it correctly. I haven't played it in years and years and years. We're looking at like a decade and a half since I played that game. So if I'm able to stream, I'll probably play that, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I may be like chained in a basement somewhere.
Oh,
But how about you, man?
well, you can find links for Meg, of course, down in the description below.
Yay!
To see her do stuff. Me, I'm probably going to be playing this.
A pirate's
Yeah.
life for you. So what have you? So there's a lot of crafting I've seen in this game. So like, what have you accomplished now, you nerd?
I don't need all of you to chase me. Son of a bitch, they all followed.
But this is what I'm doing.
Oh shit, Takis.
Dang, getting BTFO'd? Like,
Yep, sure am. I'm running away.
Okay, not what I wanted to do.
you have like no health. Oh, and they're shooting at you. Oh no, everybody's shooting at you. Go,
Yeah,
Zio, no!
that's what I'm doing. I got cannons firing at me. That ship's shooting at me. They're shooting at me. That's what I'm doing.
This is bullshit.
No kidding.
Everybody's trying to kill Zio. What did you do?
Close to that.
Well, I'm trying to rescue these people, okay? And then I do this. This is
Yeah,
my
well,
new
they're
strat. Real
they're
quick.
doing that.
While they're over on the
Hey,
beach walking
why
back,
don't you go do
I'm
the
running
thing?
and doing the objective real quick in their face.
You go do the
Hoping they
thing.
don't come back in time.
I'll do this.
And you stole their stuff.
And then I stole their stuff, and then I ran away the
And,
opposite direction.
Yeah, that's
Not
it.
what you're supposed to do, Zio.
Hey, get rid away. They'll never
This
catch
is
me.
not honorable.
Never catch me. Anyway, so yeah, we spent the time trying to get a ship. It was a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with this game. There is
Wow.
definitely a lot of there's building and stuff. It's like Valheim and Sea of Thieves kind of like came together. Because I noticed real quick that a lot of their structure and stuff for this game
Mhm.
is just like ripped from Valheim,
Okay.
and it's better.
Oh, well, that's good. See, it's good when you
Which
improve.
you know, I don't know if I have anything in this to even show this bit off or not, because I don't think I did a whole lot of building here. Because I was busy doing other things.
Like,
But
why are you
anyway,
able to build that entire like stage-looking structure, but then your tent looks like it's about to be blown over by like a good
Well,
sneeze.
see, the tent is a it's not fast travel. It's a resurrection point. So, in a
Okay,
lot of
but
the
like, can it
survival
not
games,
be can you not make like slightly less
I can, but
rickety?
it requires a roof over its head. So, yeah.
Fine. I mean,
Right.
I'm just
So
saying.
the
It
basic
was
tent
like
is the
this
first
huge
thing that you
wooden
have.
structure, and then this tent that's literally made out of twigs and like a piece of pine. You know, just
Listen,
like
the
what?
tent was the very first thing you had access to.
Yes,
Okay.
I can tell. Like,
Um,
I'm like, I
but
feel like he's
this
leveled up.
game lets you build without like in other survival games and stuff, they like try to tie you to a particular spot, or they do this thing where you can't just build willy-nilly or whatnot. They
Mhm.
took that and they threw it out the window and said, forget that shit. So you can build wherever the fuck you want for the
Mhm.
most part with a lot of stuff, although there are some things that have restrictions to it. Like I can't put certain or a lot of the lights up because they require me to build them in like radius of the campfire or whatnot. But anyway, but you can build most things without actually being anywhere, right? And then at the same time, like if you're placing a wall or something, you can like drag it to the right or the left.
Mhm.
It has like a little thing that will pop up, and it will just let you keep dragging it. You can drag it up or down or whatnot, and then when you let go, it fills in that entire thing. So you're not just like click, 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 click all the way. You just click and drag. So
Okay.
nice. Yeah. But yeah, so this was my quest to get a boat. The boat is great. I love the
Well,
boat.
yeah, because you need a boat so you can run away better, I guess. Because
Well, this boat might actually get hit if I had it. But my dinghy, not so much. But let's take this baby home. Yeah, we
did
have
you
sea
build that boat or did
shanties.
you steal that boat? Because I have questions.
We built it. We fixed it.
But don't look at me like that, like you're not Leo the thief.
This is great.
You just went through there and stole all those dudes' stuff. Now, granted, they were trying to kill you, so
Okay,
they deserved it, but still.
So over here, it was on this beach. It
Mhm.
belonged to somebody at one point. but
Oh,
now
so he
it's
stole a
mine.
boat again. Okay, so he stole it,
So
guys.
I
He
got
stole
7.
it.
I went and I fixed it up, okay? And then it told me I had to find 7 men to help fix it up. And I was like, you son of a bitch, really?
That's not very inclusive.
I have to find 7 men. So then I went and found the 7 men down here.
Mhm.
Okay. And then we came back and we launched it. Yeah. Me and all 7 men.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Because
no,
women
it
are
was a lot of
cursed
fun.
on ships. Just
I,
saying.
I I enjoyed it. I'll probably be playing more of this. But yeah.
I'm glad that you're having fun. I mean, it's
Yeah.
good that there are games that are coming out that people enjoy. So,
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Like-
glad for it.
And I just figured out how to put cannons and stuff on the thing, so I was disappointed that I didn't have any cannons or anything.
So you were just out there just like, this is me and my boat, and we're just gonna hope to get lucky because,
Listen, we were vibing right here. 'Cause they're singing she shanties, right?
Yeah.
And we're just having a good time running around and stuff.
Jeez, I gotta figure out which side's port and which one's starboard.
Then I forgot which side was port and which one's starboard, which I do remember now. I just couldn't at the moment.
Hey,
so.
which side's starboard and which one's port?
Yeah. Didn't know, by the way.
That's what the
Which side's
computer.
starboard, which side's port? You have no
Anyway.
idea. Neither do I. I can't remember. Either way, over here.
I did really learn something new that if I hadn't let go of that wheel and approached it, I can hit space and just collect it without diving out of my boat.
Yep.
See, I wanted that crate that was floating in the ocean there. and yeah. Anyway, so it's a fun game. I'm enjoying it. That's what we're doing if you want to go watch me play.
What days?
Oh yeah, that's right. Mondays and Wednesdays is when we play games. Fridays is when we do this, all at
Yeah.
8 p.m. Eastern time.
All
So,
right.
yeah, that's what we're doing. Anyway, how do we do this again? That's
Don't
right.
know.
We're done. Have a good night. Hope everybody has a fantastic weekend, and we will see you in the next one.
Later.